Let's talk about it. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I am the Ville Kid, aka Young Freddie J. Welcome to another episode of the Ville Kid Show. Today, we talking training camp and everything that's transpired. What's going on, official? How you doing? How you doing this afternoon, man? How you doing? He says Brazil season-ending injury. Well, what I've heard is that it's a moderate tear and that it's 8 weeks. He'll miss at least 8 weeks. Have you heard something different, official? Let me know. Let me know. Um, but as always, if you are new around here, step on the like button. Step on the like button when you come in. The Cash App is in the ticker. Yeah, just reported. Oh man. So it's worse than we thought. So yeah, what's going on, official? How you doing? Man, I was just got to touch on that, man. So Brazil's out for the season. Damn. Damn, that sucks. Because I was just about to talk about the depth already being tested here in Carolina. Well, football is back. Training camp is back. But so are the injuries, man. Carolina's been already hit, and the depth has already been tested very, very quickly. Man, oh man, we're only 6 days into training camp, and the injury bug has come back full force all around the league, man. So many players getting hurt, so many getting hurt, but Carolina's been getting the bulk of the pain, man. It's crazy. And speaking of guys, we lose the very first day of training camp, we lost our promising edge rusher, Nick Scorton. Depth was already being tested. Actually, before that, we lost our veteran stalwart, Taylor Moton, to a life-threatening blood clots, man. I mean, the injury bug has hit Carolina very, very hard, but the depth is being tested. And I was just about to say, official, with Brazel out, what young receivers step up after him? Our player management is getting worse and worse. Do you think that's on the training staff, official? Because, man, these injuries, man, are hitting as hard as I can imagine. So we got two season-ending injuries to two young players in Nick Scorton and Chris Brazell. Damn. Well now, well now, XL cannot afford. Well now, and I was just about to touch on this. Well now, the depth at wide receivers being tested for Carolina because now with Brazell out for the season, does the plan to move Tech primarily into the slot change? Because that's something that I don't know about him for the wide receiver 4 spot. Well, I mean, that's and see, I was just about to think, I was just talking about that too. The young wide receivers behind Brazil get a better opportunity now to make the squad because he'll be on IR. He'll be on injured reserve. What's up, Bloody? What's up, TK? How y'all doing, man? If you just now coming in, make sure to hit the like button. The Cash App is in the ticker. Support the content. Um, Man, I just got word that Chris Brazell will miss the entire 2026 season due to an LCL tear, right? Official? That's right, right? Correct. Make sure I'm not fucking that up. But damn. And I was just about to talk about the depth of this team already being tested. Man, oh man, that sucks. So now it's now as a lot of people talked about trading XL, you can't trade XL because if we would have traded XL, we would be up shit creek. The, they're look they looked at it and decided to do surgery. Oh, the surgery is what made it season ending. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. All right. More XL. Right, exactly. Now the question is, will Brad Idzik put XL in position to succeed and can Bryce Young Give him more opportunities. Knee injuries are serious. Plus, we have to use our depth. We'll be fine. Well, I was just about to ask that. It's like, which young wide receiver do you think takes that step in that direction behind Excel? Because the top three, because I'm gonna say this, we cannot lose the top three. That's Tech, Coker, Excel. And Excel is solidified as the three, by the way. I just want to make that clear. Nobody's taking Excel's spot at the wide receiver three position. Nah, 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 bloody. Fuck that. Nah, 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 nah. Bloody, bloody. I don't want that shit. Fuck that. Because if we would have traded XL, we would be up shit creek. I told motherfuckers that, man. Look, I have no ill will towards XL. I want XL to succeed just like I want Bryce to succeed. Like, I'm not one of these motherfuckers who just talk about, well, who's replacing Brazel's style of what he was brought in for. See, it's XL because XL and him, XL was a deep threat coming out of college, so that's where he should be used now. That is because if you're gonna put Tet in the slot, XL has to be the outside receiver. Jimmy Horn, see what you got out of Shay Moore. Mm. Hmm. You think Jimmy Horn could probably you think Jimmy Horn could potentially take that spot on the outside, bloody? I mean, it is something that he did in college, so it would make sense. I mean, shit. I mean, it would make sense. So in that package, bloody, you would have Coker, Jimmy Horn, and Tet. Interesting. It's a very interesting package, man. I think that I think the depth has definitely been tested, and I think that kind of throws a wrench in what we were trying to do this season, which was get Tet more inside the slot. And I'm like, damn, that's just crazy, man. But I mean, I would like to see Jimmy get more opportunities. That would be entertaining to see. That would be nice to see. You know, I think the speed would definitely help on the outside, just stretching the field and allowing Tet to work inside the slot. And so what? What's up, Zip? What's going on, Zip? How you doing, my guy? What up? What up, man? Got guys on the roster. So I mean, I think Jimmy would get that opportunity in that package, but like bloody, wouldn't you put XL in that package instead of Jimmy to stretch the field if we're gonna do that? Or are we gonna kind of have to cut back on putting Ted inside the slot? Because they want to put Ted inside the slot a little more to get him more matchups and more favorable matchups so he's not going up against number one corners all the time. Which I don't mind doing that, but I think that the loss of Brazel kind of throws a wrench in that. If they don't believe in Excel and what they didn't in a way, we need to trade for some. Mm, you know, and see that's tough because I said like another. This is why I hate training camp because if we lose one of the big three, we're up shit creek right away. We're up shit creek, man. This shit is tough. Like, because it kind of throws a wrench in our plans because Brazel's having season-ending surgery, and we thought we were going to be able to get him this season, and now he's having season-ending surgery. That throws a wrench in that now. It throws a wrench in our plans on what we're trying to do and what we want to do, because of course we want to be more aggressive, and Bryce need to take more deep shots down the field. So we just need a field stretcher, and it should be XL. I think that package, I feel more comfortable with that package being XL, Coker, and Tet than I would Coker, Jimmy Horn, and Tet. But that's just me. But that is just me, man. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of training camp because I just wish everybody would stay healthy so we would be fully healthy. Well now Chris Brazell will not be here to for the 2026 season, and it throws a wrench in what we're trying to do with Coker. Looking good. And we have other guys. Yeah. I was just saying that zip, but in that, like, because the NFL is going to three wide receivers, it would be the big three, correct? In that, and XL would be the field stretcher. I feel more comfortable with XL at the two if Tet's in the slot, or the fucking what is that? What is that, the Y position? I feel more comfortable with him at the Y than I would Jimmy Horn. But that's just me. But I mean, if Jimmy can do it, I don't mind him doing it if we mix and match. The depth is definitely being tested early, and it's just gonna be interesting to see what Brad Isaac has in store, because he's really just the green and the unknown. So it's a wait and see. And Carolina doesn't have training camp today because tomorrow is Fan Fest and they're getting ready for that. But these injuries, we cannot afford to have a cataclysmic injury to the big names. You can't afford that. We don't have the depth for that. We can't get by with that. So, but that's just me in my opinion. Um I do think that Brad Isaac being the unknown play caller could benefit us, because I believe in a distance by subtraction. I'm very optimistic, and I'm ready to see this offense take a leap and complement the defense, which the last few days the offense has been killing the defense, and I like to see that. That's a good thing to hear. That's a good thing to hear, that as good as this defense is, and our offense having the ability, and being more aggressive is the name of the game when it comes to Carolina. I think Bryce Young has to be less gun shy, meaning that he has to give his guys a chance. Give his guys the chance because they're athletes, and just let them be athletes. But it's good to hear out of camp that the offense been has taken over and being dominant the last few days. Now that's just me. I want to know y'all's opinion on what's going on in training camp when it comes to next man up. Um, I know we got my people in the chat, so I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. Y'all want to come holler at me? Come holler at me. By the way, as I said, make sure to step on the like button and run me up. We on the road to 100 subs. We're on the road to 100 subs. We grinding out here, and this is what I do. We gonna keep grinding, and of course, I'm the Ville kid. I'm gonna open up the panel. Let's get it. Mm, mm, mm. Link in the chat. Come holler at me. Come holler at me and let me know your thoughts. Because I give in my opinion and my thoughts. Breaking news: Chris Brazell is done for the season with season-ending LCL surgery. Damn. Did not know that one. Just came across my screen. I did not know that one. Shout out to everybody in the chat pulling up. Shout out my dog Zip. Shout out Bloody. Shout out everybody, man. So glad that we didn't listen to people and traded XL, because we would have been up shit creek. We would have been up shit creek for real. Apparently, Reed is no longer done. Training. Oh, no. I think Jasim Reed looks very promising, and he could make and he could be part of the seven, because Chris Brazell is on the IR. Chris Brazell will not play this season. Damn, that sucks. That sucks, because originally thought that he was going to be able to play this season, but season-ending LCL surgery. Damn. You see, I thought that injury was season ending when it first happened. But when people told me that it was 8 weeks, I'm like, what? I thought all those ligaments in your knee were season ending based on the tears. I thought any tear to any one of those ligaments is season ending. But a lot of people told me no, if it's on the outside of the knee, it's a 3 to 12 week injury. I'm like, okay, but it's a significant tear, so they're gonna do surgery on it. So that's season ending. I thought so. I thought so. I thought it was gonna be season ending off the top. Did not know that the surgery made it season ending. You see, I'm learning these things, man, when it comes to knee injuries and really injuries in general. Didn't know that at all. Shout out to everybody and shout out to Carolina, man. Football is back, but I don't like the injuries and I don't like training camp, man. Man, I hate training camp because every year teams go through this and your depth gets tested. But see, this is what separates good teams from the bad. You got to have great depth in this league. Next man up is a real thing because one day you could lose someone that had promise like we did. Day one of training camp. But I will say it's a blessing in disguise that way. We got the injury early and not late in the season to where we're counting on these guys and losing Brazil for our plan that we wanted to do. That sucks. That sucks. But it gives Excel more opportunities, and I want to see him shine. I really do. I want to see him shine. I want to see him. Can he just be I'll ask for him to just be a solid wide receiver with consistency. Because if he can be a solid wide receiver, a reliable wide receiver, I have no problems with Excel. None. It's the people that say trade him. If we would have traded him, we would be up shit creek. And I stand on that. There's no reason. There was no reason to get rid of a young wide receiver, especially when injuries happen. And I pray that nobody in that wide receiver core gets hurt. We can't afford that. We don't have the depth to afford for those guys to get hurt. We just don't. But I want to know what people think in the chat. Links in the chat. Links in the chat. You should be able to just click it. And I want to hear your thoughts and opinions as we do this thing, man. You know, we on the grind. We on the road to 100 subs, man. If you are new around here, subscribe, hit the like button. The Ville kids on the grind. And I greatly appreciate it. Cash App is in the ticker if you are support the content, man. Help make this channel better and run me up, man. Share the live as well. I do greatly appreciate it. I do greatly appreciate it when it comes to the Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding, man. Keep pounding. You know that. Mm-mm-mm. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling that the depth can hold up. But now this comes down to coaching. And that's another thing. It's like, can the coaches put these guys in positions to succeed? That's the main question. I don't think they can put them in position to succeed. I think they can put them in position to succeed because I have high expectations for this team. And injuries will not be an excuse for me to lower my expectations. It just won't. Because the schedule and these injuries, now it's based on the coaches to put these guys in position to succeed. And now it's time to adjust and adapt. That's what great teams do. And if this team is as if this team wants to be a great team, they got to adapt to the situation. And that means losing a guy promising like Chris Brazell with high potential. But now it's really time for XL to step up because he's got that three position. And he was in a battle with Brazell for the three. But now it's time for XL to step up, knowing he will not have Chris Brazell. We will not have Chris Brazell this season. Man, we've had three major injuries, man. Two season ending. It's crazy. The injury bug and football is back, but the injuries are also back. The injuries hit hard, and the bug is all around the league. Everybody's getting hit. So your depth will be tested very quickly. Man, that sucks. Hate going through this shit, and I hate training camp. I hate training camp because I just knew that injuries were gonna happen. I hate it. Didn't expect to lose someone so promising like Nick Scorin and Chris Brazell. That was unexpected. Happens every year, man. Happens every damn year. And every season. Just seems like depth is always gonna be tested. That's why you gotta build depth. It's not just your starters, but it's depth because you could lose someone at any time. But see, people don't understand that, and they don't understand building of a team. It's not just your starters, it's your depth pieces as well. You gotta be confident in your depth. If you're not and you have an injury, well, your season is, well, now it's up to the coaching. And injury is not an excuse in this game. It's part of the game. Wins and losses matter more. Wins and losses because you still got to play. Got a job to do. But yeah, man. Links in the chat. Let me know what you guys think when I say this, because I still have high hopes for this offense. I still think this offense. Oh, there we go. What's up, Zip?
What up, young Freddie?
What's going on, bro? I'm grinding, bro. You already know, man. I've been on the grind, bro.
Yeah.
You
I had
feel
to
me?
pull up on you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hey, man. I appreciate that love, bro. And I finally got the
Yes,
cash app
sir.
and the ticker too, bro. I appreciate that love, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
Yeah,
how you feeling today, man?
man. I'm feeling good, bro. I'm blessed, man. Blessed to do my own thing. But you see my title, bro. Day 6, next man up. You already know we've been hit with the injury bug, bro. This shit crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I saw a little footage of a couple routes from Jimmy Horn and Mechie
Yeah,
and them today.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, Mechie looked like he routing shit up out there, dog.
Hey man, look, hey, look. Well, the thing about it is, Zip, is like when it comes to the thing that we wanted to do, which was put Tet in the slot. Well, to do that, you need an outside receiver and a field stretcher. And shout out Bloody, he said Jimmy Horn. I'm like, so the three set with that would be Coker, Jimmy Horn, and Tet. I feel more comfortable with XL on the outside, though.
Yeah, yeah, nah. XL definitely goes on the outside in
You
that
know,
situation.
I feel like XL is an outside receiver anyway, though. I don't feel like he's an inside receiver. I don't think
Hmm.
I don't think that's his strength. He's not he has no wiggle. You
Yeah.
gotta have wiggle to you if you're gonna be in the slot. And see, that's what makes Tet so good because he can play every position.
Yeah, he can play all over the field.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I
that,
don't XL
you know,
XL is more of a straight line runner to me. He's not
yeah,
somebody who can, you know what I'm saying, like you say, wiggle
right,
himself free. So
right, right.
but
Yeah,
I will say that we may need to put him in more of those positions in
Yeah,
order to, kind of see
right.
what we can get out of him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
See if he has potential to, uh, see if he has potential to maybe improve that route running and get a little better. The white one?
yeah. Huh? What'd you say?
Oh no, 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 my bad. I'm at work, so if you
Oh,
hear me
nah,
talking to
bro, you
somebody,
straight.
yeah,
Nah, bro, you straight. But yeah, man, next man up and like all the injuries really. Like the first one was Nick Scorton. I'm like, damn. And I had high hopes for Nick Scorton. High hopes for that man, bro. You know. But now, I like Princely. I think Princely gets the opportunity. And to hear the praise from Jalen Phillips say that he's the best pure pass rusher on our team, that's just crazy. Say Jalen, because Jalen's been doing it a long time, and to hear that from a veteran, shit's crazy.
yeah, nah, facts, buddy. I'm interested to see how the year starts off because honestly, as long as Bryce is locked in, this shit should go
Right.
smooth, but
And I think that's the thing is like, I think that's the main thing in all of this is like, can Bryce Young, because wide receivers can't play well if the quarterback's not playing well and vice versa.
yeah,
Because it works both ways. And this is Bryce's contract year. This is really I want this type of schedule. I made this clear again. I want this type of schedule so that the quarterback can show he is that guy. Because that's what
yeah,
I'm hearing is he's in that guy. Now I acknowledge improvement, and again, I have no ill will towards Bryce Young. I just want Bryce Young to succeed because I don't want to go back into the quarterback carousel nonsense and bullshit. Because I feel like it's a
yeah.
step back because because we built this team. I mean, the team is built. There's
Nah,
no
facts,
reason
though.
like if we go back. Oh shit! Coming to the stage as an OG. Oh shit!
Who that?
What's up, goat?
What a dude, man. Hey, man, you on my time feed now, so your monkey
Oh,
ass is
okay,
popping
okay,
up. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
check
yeah,
this check this out, man.
yeah.
What
What's
what
up?
did y'all what did y'all really expect from Chris Brazell? I hear you up here crying.
Yeah,
Chris Brazell got hurt, this, that, whatever. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
ACL,
Mm.
they said
Yeah.
that yesterday. I mean, you knew he was gonna have a season in. First they said 8 weeks, then they not now season injury. But
The season ending based off the
Uh,
surgery that they
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
have with him.
yeah.
I'll tell you.
Um,
I'll tell you what I expected from him. I'll tell you what I expected from him. I expected
uh-huh.
that nigga to look a little bit more polished than XL in year one. What we got from
Mm,
XL year one, I expected better from
Okay.
him this year.
damn. I mean, I,
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I would say I
Because y'all,
expected a
cause y'all,
little
cause
bit
y'all
of the
had already done
same.
threw him away. Y'all had already threw him away. He trash, right?
I
He
didn't throw away
trash.
Well,
Excel.
well,
We
well, well,
I'm not
well,
that
man.
type of
well,
person.
go,
I didn't throw him
well, go,
away.
go. I ain't gonna say I threw him away, but if you're looking at we've gotten from the nigga, I mean, what else you gonna say?
But I mean, y'all had already throw the receiver out with the bathwater. Don't worry about the parent.
No,
And y'all know who the
no, no,
parent
no, no,
is,
no.
right? You know who the
Hey,
parent is,
I,
right? You know who the
Yes, we know
parent
who the
is.
yeah,
parent is.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we
yeah,
know
Cause
who
yeah,
the
yeah,
parent
yeah,
see,
yeah.
is.
y'all throwing away
Yes, we know
y'all
who the.
throwing away dependent positions, and you're not the root cause. You're not the root
Who is
cause. Now
who
see,
is
Hey, hey,
yet again, you're saying, damn man, we don't have this receiver playmaker. The receivers or whoever else go down every year, and
yeah.
that and
hmm
that that guy behind center makes do.
hmm
He makes shit still happen. Shit still happen. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
still
yeah,
happen
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
throughout
yeah.
the
We'll
league.
see more this
The
year.
top dog, the top guys. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
you're, you're
yeah,
out
yeah.
you're out here y'all out here pouting over a third round receiver that y'all were hoping was gonna help make more plays. Maybe get let's say okay, say XL what at the end of his rookie campaign with like 400-500 yards, something like that.
Right,
So
right, right.
maybe if Braswell maybe and it's still dependent position, still Still a dependent position because you still have the quarterback has to give him the looks, have to find him, have to hit him, this and that, right? So he
Hey,
can't throw the ball to himself. So maybe,
mm-hmm,
let's say he'd have got you 800 yards. Let's be
Hmm.
gracious and say he got you 800.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm,
Let's just say it'd
mm-hmm.
be gracious and say he got you 800 yards.
Yeah,
Which
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think little buddy can have two. It can't do it two receive 1,000 yards with Ted, maybe 1,100, and then give somebody else 800. He can't do it. It's a little blessed, a little hard. He can't do it.
Mm,
He won't
mm.
be here
Okay,
anyway. He won't
okay,
be here come
Okay.
2020, 27, 28 anyway. I'm so
Okay.
glad, rejoicing that I'm getting rid of this bum come
okay.
next year. Yes, yeah.
Hey, hey,
So
hey,
I'm just
let me,
saying,
let,
man. Yeah,
hey,
y'all
I
better put
hold
some
on, hold on,
thought
I
hold
into
on.
it. I tell y'all
I
this
don't.
all the
Hold on,
time.
hold
Oh,
on.
hold on, hold on, hold on, go, hold on, go, hold
What
on,
you,
go, hold on, go, hold on, go. I
yeah,
don't
yeah, go ahead,
think.
go ahead.
Well, for me personally, when it comes to, I didn't throw away Excel. I made it clear that the plan that they wanted to do, based on the concept, was having Brazel on the outside and Tet in the slot. Because that's the way that they wanted to do it. Because they said that he's a field stretcher. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted, to put Tet more inside the slot. So I'm thinking to
Yeah,
myself,
yeah,
all
yeah,
right, so
yeah.
now because XL is a wide receiver, I was okay with it. I said from a standpoint, it didn't make sense to get rid of XL. I've always been the person to say I don't want to get rid of XL, especially for shit like this. Because if we would have got
Well,
rid of XL, we would be up shit creek.
Well, Freddie,
well,
go ahead, my man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I wanted to speak back to what you said, go. So for one, I feel like, you know, I feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from, and I know your stance. You don't like the quarterback, but
Right.
and I know I've heard. I know you've heard this before, but let's look at a Jalen Coulter. We don't even got to look at Chet, who got 1,000 yards. We don't got to.
Hold on, Zip. Hold on, Zip. Coming
Uh
to the
huh.
stage, OG. We got Red Swarm in the
Red
building.
Tim.
What's up, Red?
Yo, how y'all doing today, brothers?
Hey, doing
What
great,
up,
Red,
Red?
man.
What up,
What up,
Red?
Red?
What up, Red?
Hey, it's
my
another
Well,
day
co-host,
closer to the
hey,
Red,
kickoff
hey,
of the
hey.
Red,
regular season. Y'all go
Rojo
ahead, man.
Swarm.
Yo, bro.
Hold on. Before you get started, let me finish what I was saying real quick. Let me finish
Yeah.
what
By
I was
all
saying.
means, man. By all means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm not even gonna bring up the Chet who got his 1K or the Adam Thielen who got his 1K. But
Right.
let's look at a Jalen Coker who came in this bitch undrafted and who's already
Mm-hmm.
done shot his way up the depth chart to number two receiver, and he's missed 12 games in 2 seasons. Okay,
Right.
so when we talk about a Chris Brazell, we're talking about another receiver who's going to come in and go and get chemistry with the quarterback, like the likes of a Jalen Coulter. So all that XL stuff, I mean, I get it. People believe in him. Some people don't. But what we've seen on the field, the production we've got out of him, regardless of the quarterback, the nigga hasn't shown a whole lot. He hasn't. So if you got other people who are going to come in and make a splash and further kick you down the depth chart, I don't get the whole everybody trying to look at Bryce Young and say, oh, Bryce Young this, Bryce Young that. I mean, everybody who originally didn't like the nigga from his rookie season, like people like yourself, though, I can get that. But when you look at, like I say, examples like I just made with the Jalen Coulter,
Mm.
why wouldn't you want to find somebody who got better chemistry with your quarterback?
Better chemistry with the quarterback. So I think that goes back to, I think that works co and co. I think Bryce didn't trust him, and I think it works both ways. I don't think Bryce like kind of gave him the opportunities to gain the chemistry, because like once he dropped the pass or whatever, he didn't go back to him.
I
No,
mean, and that's
that's not it, man. Y'all get this
yeah.
kid when people regurgitate or sit there and talk about this chemistry crap. You know what I'm saying? That's a load of bull. You know what I'm saying? Now they do have to be
How
on
is
the
that a
same.
load of bull?
That's the
How is that a
they
load of
have to
bull?
be. I'm getting. Let me finish. Now they do have to be on the same page, but they have a job to do. Do y'all think
Hmm.
everybody in the league or all these quarterbacks in the league, like these guys go out and party and spend weekends and barbecue with each other and love each other? Some of these guys can't stand each other, bruh. Don't y'all understand that? Do y'all know that? Y'all know that, right? Y'all do know
Okay,
this, right?
okay, but though, how often is that successful on field.
It's highly successful in play. Highly successful in play. Terrell Owens couldn't stand a lot of them guys, the quarterbacks. Him and
Jeff
Donovan McNabb. Do
Garcia.
y'all
Jeff
remember that type
Garcia. He
stuff?
didn't fuck
Him
with
and
Terrell
Jeff.
Garcia.
Owens,
He didn't fuck with
Terrell
Jeff
Owens was a
Garcia at
Terrell
all.
Owens was a
I,
diva. Terrell Owens couldn't
I,
stand most of the people he
but
played with. He was a
did
diva.
that stop him from? Did that stop him and the quarterback from having those so-called connections?
Not at all.
Okay,
I just named.
well, is
I just named. Okay,
XL Terrell Owens? Is XL Terrell Owens GOAT? Because you're comparing them to Terrell Owens right now, dude.
no, I'm not comparing him to Terrell Owens. You asked me. Yeah, I was comparing the so-called this connection or this chemistry that
Relationship.
y'all said you have to
Yeah.
have. So I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
comparing
yeah. So when
XL to Terrell Owens. I'm making an
okay, so my point.
analogy of hold on, why y'all attacking me? Why y'all
Hmm.
attacking me? Because I don't like Price?
I'm just saying,
I'm
no.
just telling y'all,
My
when
point
y'all
being though,
say
my
this
point being, when you're Terrell
chemistry
Owens,
thing
you can do
has to
that.
be there, it does not have to be there. Let's
It
take
does. I
Terrell Owens
disagree
off the
100%.
take Terrell
Nah,
Owens off the
I
book.
agree with Goat. I agree with Goat. There's no difference than
Hey,
you on your job, Zip. You don't have to even
hey,
like your manager or your supervisor for you to
But you
go
got to
out and
come
do
in.
your job
Yeah,
the
you
way
want
you're
to pay your
supposed to do it.
bills. Yeah,
hey, that's
Yeah.
true.
absolutely.
That's true. But when you have tension like that, let's be real. When you have tension like that, especially on the work on the job, isn't your production going to be down versus when you have a better relationship with your manager? You're gonna get better production, right? You're gonna do better at your job, right?
You should. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah.
is it doesn't prevent you
It
from
It
doesn't
being
doesn't
prevent you
effective.
from having
it
production.
doesn't prevent you.
I,
It doesn't
I,
prevent
I see where both of y'all are coming from. Like I see it from both sides of the
Yeah,
spectrum.
me
Like
too.
I
Because
mean,
I
it
think
makes
it
sense.
will enhance it if you get along well.
Right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I'm saying?
But it
because
but it shouldn't hinder the
and
production.
yeah, and
Yeah.
all I'm saying about that, a lot of people make a lot out of that. It really doesn't, it really doesn't weigh as much as a lot of people put it there. They need to have chemistry. They need to go out there and run forward. He need to go to California and throw with him. Or he need to it don't have to like that. It don't have to do like a lot of
Well,
people, man, throughout the league. A lot of people do they off field workouts, off team workouts with God knows who all year long. Come back in the building, boom, boom, boom. Let's go to work all the time,
go,
every day.
I'll say I respect your position, brother. But what I think the problem I'm having with what you're saying is I think that is the example you're making. That is I won't say a small percentage, but it's the elite percentage, and it's not on a very large sample size in the NFL.
But Zip,
More often we see people with very high chemistry, and they have to work on that shit, and that's where you see the production come from.
where we supposed to be at with a 4-year guy that we getting ready to pay?
Hey, I don't disagree with you there either, brother. I don't. I think he's been coming along
I
slow,
mean,
but
I run a business every day. If I'm getting ready to give a nigga a raise, you understand what I'm saying? I need him
You
doing
got
his
it.
yeah,
job at a high level.
Right,
yeah,
right,
I agree with
right.
you. I agree
And I
with you.
agree. I would
No
I
also
don't
like
guessing,
high.
disagree with you
no
I
there.
would
guessing,
also
just
like.
because I
I
run a
would
business.
also.
I don't just
I
give
would
away
also
money.
like higher quarterback play. I agree. No, I agree
Yeah,
with that 100%.
I would too. I would
Like I
too.
don't like. I mean, like again, like I don't hate the quarterback, but like I feel like if we got another one, I feel like it would be a step in the wrong direction, not the right one. It's just my
Yeah.
opinion.
So
But
here's my
when
assessment of
you
Bryce
talk
Young.
about when you talk about Goat makes a very good point. I know y'all have heard me point this out and even
Uh-huh.
show with numbers how it not just with one player,
Right.
but every season how this trend plays itself out.
Yeah.
And the latest trend is Jalen Coker and what he's going to be as your number 2 option. You know
Mm-hmm.
how many yards per game, and so this has nothing to do with the games that he's missed due to
Mm-hmm.
injury, which I
Mm-hmm.
think if you're fair, you have to factor that in as well. But even outside of that, if you just look at the games he's played when he's been on the field, you know how many yards he averages per game?
I think it's like 35 or something.
39.8, 40 yards per game. And if you extrapolate that over a full season, you got about a 650 to a 700 a season receiver. That's it. So now are you putting a limit or putting a cap on what you think Jalen Coker could be? Or do you think there might be something to this notion that Bryce just does not get the ball to his second, third receivers and his tight end?
Yeah.
Well,
and Freddie brought it up. Freddie brought it up earlier when I've been listening to you the whole time you came on. Y'all got to understand, if y'all sit back and look, just look at what they're doing, or look at what they're trying, the offense that they're trying to put on the field, or going to put on the field. Not trying to put on the field, but going to put on the field. When you move your big target, supposed to be an explosion over the field, by the field, do everything, X guy in Ted McMillan, and you go look at his catching chart. Go look at the chart. Go. You can Google this. You can find this anywhere where he catches a high percentage of the balls and stuff like that. Boom. That's not explosive play area. You understand what I'm saying? So now he's still gonna be 1,000 yards. It's gonna be improvement. You just said it, Zip. Him, Adam Thielen, everybody that's coming there and play that role and is Bryce's guy, they're gonna get 1,000 because they're catching balls in the same place. That's not home run hitting area. That's not stretching the field vertically. I said it yesterday. So you're not doing that. So now you're gonna have. Then you go look at Jalen Coker. You understand what I'm saying? Where does he eat at? Mostly flag routes, drag routes, coming over the side, washing all that trash away, everything like that. You see what I'm saying? That's not explosive play area. You talk about Jimmy. Jimmy's a home run hitter, bro. I don't know what the people out here thinking talking about Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn has been since high school a home run hitter receiver. Going over the top, fast, double move, twitchy, movie. You understand what I'm saying? That Jimmy should have been in that slot right there. You understand what I'm saying? Ted on the outside is everything else on the outside stretch of the field. But guess what? You're lackluster and you can't do it. The stuff is catered to this weak ass quarterback, and we're not gonna have explosive plays down the field. We're not gonna stretch it. We haven't in 4 years. They haven't stretched the field vertically. Not on a consistent basis.
What I'll say to that goat is at this point of Bryce Young's career, I have a better understanding of the kind of quarterback he is, and he is not that stretch the field, big arm, big play type quarterback, and we know this, goat.
Don't need him.
So I don't know why. Okay,
we don't need him.
Okay,
don't need him.
Well, hey, brother, he's
win
here.
like that in the days NFL.
Brother, he's here. And in the way, I mean, that's not true though. That's not true though. That's not true. You might not be able to win consistently. You might not be able to go back-to-back Super Bowls.
How else I want to win?
I mean,
how else do I want to win?
I mean, you want to win consistently.
I want to beat the brakes off people. I just said I want to beat the brakes off people. Day in, day out, Sunday, Monday, Thursday. I want to beat the brakes off people. If we play on a Tuesday, I want to beat the brakes off people. Do you understand that?
Listen. The disagreement me and you are having at this moment is, my nigga, I want the same thing. But at the same time, I'm trying to make do with what I have already on this team. We can sit back and cry about the quarterback all we want to. Listen. You talking about us crying about Chris Brazell. Listen, my nigga. Listen, go. You saying we're crying about Chris Brazell. You're talking about us crying about Chris Brazell. What are you doing about Bryce Young right now, bro? What are you doing right now about Bryce Young?
I want him out of here. Because I don't have to
it's
settle.
not happening right now. It's not happening right now. Listen, we gotta watch this season. We have to watch this season of Bryce Young. We gotta watch that.
I know that. I know that. Y'all don't think I don't know that. I know that. I know that.
What we crying for? What we crying for, dude?
I'm not crying. I know that.
Okay, so then let's just watch the football team, bro. Let's just watch the football team.
So you want him here? You want him here the next 10 years? You want to keep this shit right here going the next 10 years?
No. But go. I also like outside of Bryce Young. I also like everything else that the team is doing.
No, I can't get him out of here today. You know what I'm saying? If I could get him out of here today, oh my God, rejoiceful. I know I'm not getting him out of here today. But he's got to go.
hear me out, though. I'm not, listen. I'm not gonna 100% say he's got to go today, but at the same time, I'm not gonna jump out there and say I want him. I'm honestly analyzing this year heavily. Now,
Oh, me
at this
too.
point right
Oh, me
now,
too.
at this point right now, I'm more on this nigga side than not on this nigga side. Now, how he performs this year, that's gonna
Will
tell everything.
dictate.
But at the same time, go. If he do fuck around and perform and we excel this year, I'm not gonna be one of them niggas like you who doing all that clowning. I'm gonna support my team. I'm gonna support them 100%. But if he don't perform and we end up having to go get
He
a
gotta
quarterback,
go.
guess what?
He
I'm
gotta
gonna be
go.
right motherfucking there saying, you know what? Let's go get a quarterback. I'm not gonna care about
Facts.
the shit. That's what I'm trying to
Facts.
say, bro. Goddamn, I'm
Facts.
supporting my team no
So
matter
so
motherfucking what.
A fact.
so you saying the way I fan, I don't support the team.
And you're not supporting what we're building, obviously. Because when I say what I say, you didn't hear what I said earlier when I said I'm also looking at what we're doing outside of Bryce Young. I also feel like if Bryce Young don't work, this team is built for us to drop a quarterback and fucking
Right.
run.
And that's a
So
fact.
so I'm supporting that.
Let, let,
I'm
but,
supporting
but
that,
let,
my
me- let me
nigga.
let, me- let, let me put you on another nugget. But let me put you on another nugget. Other than other than this team
So
right
J
here,
Pop.
the Carolina Panthers, a team that I support wholeheartedly. Other than out there
Uh-huh.
and putting
I'm listening to
gold
you.
jackets on the defense side of the ball, loaded. I mean, load and make it a top five defense, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to win on a consistent basis without having a top four, top three defense with this boy right here giving you a 26-29 offense. You understand that, correct? Right? So therefore, I'm going to the
I
root,
agree with you.
to the
I
root.
agree with that.
I got to dig that root out of here. I got to dig that root out because we just spinning our wheels. So,
Well,
and you can't do that when you're steady trying to build $160 million offensive lines, going in the draft year in and year out, and wasting my resources, top one, top two, top three pick on offensive pieces. When the last time we alpha male on the defense, other than Nick Scotton, that we luckily got in a loaded defensive draft in the second round? We don't have no number one picks up there fucking 6 years ago. JC and Derek. You don't have no alphas. So how can you
Mm-hmm.
give me a top three
mm,
defense when
well,
Yeah,
you ain't
you
invested
gotta search.
any kind of
I mean, that's
resources?
based on coaching, though. Go like, I mean, top three defenses are based on coaching. You can have all the talent in the world, but
No,
but
no,
if
no,
you
no,
can't
no, no,
coach it
no.
right, if you can't
Personnel,
coach it
Freddie.
right, it don't mean
Personnel, Freddie.
shit.
Personnel, Freddie. Big Fangio got the
Well,
best of
Well,
the
again,
best.
go
Big Fangio got the
go
best of the best
okay.
over there,
but
and he ain't the
but as
number
I
one
said
defense.
again, but no, but as you said, that's a great defensive coordinator. He just puts those guys in position to succeed. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you can't
But
coach it
he's
and
a
put it in
great.
position to
That's what I'm
succeed,
saying.
it don't
He's a
matter.
great. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's the godfather of the three-fold. You understand what
Right,
I'm saying? And he got the
right.
best of the best up there. He should have a number one defense every year, right?
Well,
Because he got
he
the
should.
best personnel over there.
I mean,
That's
he
what I'm saying.
should.
So you can't say it's coaching because he got the best.
But it
He
is
got the
coaching,
best. So
though.
if he didn't have the best, what would he be?
and
If
you
he does
still
have the best, you
No,
see
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no, no,
That's
no.
what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
It's
no.
personnel as well.
Well,
Personnel.
well, again, you dismissed coaching. I'm agreeing with that as personnel, but the
But
thing is that you're dismissing coaching. It is coaching because
I'm not
coaching,
dismissing. It's hand in hand, Freddie. What I'm saying.
right?
You can't
Exactly.
say you can't say 75, 80% coaching. I
No, no,
can't
no, no,
coach
no. I'm
goddamn
not saying that.
step.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Can't
saying
give
that
me scrubs and tell me I
it depends on what you mean by. Oh
can't do
Jesus!
it. You're not gonna be able to do it.
Hey,
Ain't no
go
way.
you. Hey, go. You kind of fucked up your mic there. What the hell happened there?
Oh man. Oh, I got a call. Y'all, I'll be right back. I gotta
Aye,
take this.
aye. Say less. Say
all right.
less.
I mean, I'll say this to Goat whenever Goat come back on, but I just feel like there's multiple different scenarios you can be in, especially. Well, let me put it like this: when you draft a quarterback number one overall, depending on the condition of your team, you still have to put as much effort and resources around that quarterback as you possibly can. Now, it's unfortunate that when we drafted Bryce Young, we had to give up a lot to go get him. He didn't pan
Facts.
out to be, you know what I'm saying, who we wanted him to be. I won't even say who we thought he was, but who
Right.
we wanted him to be off the rip.
Right.
So you gotta get in the trenches and invest into your investment. He's an investment in your franchise. So you go and you put around, you put around, you put around. Now, my point being, I think that this is the last year that we're going to invest such high capital in the offensive side of the ball. I'm gonna be real with you. I think
Yeah.
next year I'm gonna be pissed off if we don't go defense in the first round. Because I
Oh,
wanted to go defense in the first round this year.
I did too.
So
Well,
I'm not completely
yeah.
disagreeing with Goat, but at the same time, you gotta try to make do with what you got. Yeah, we don't
Right.
got no world beater at quarterback, but goddamn it, he's
But I want
showing
to
us
win.
that. Yeah, I mean, he's showing us he can win if you put him in the right position. So let's
Right.
goddamn put him in the right position and see how successful he can be.
I mean, I want to win. So like
So,
that.
so
Go
I
ahead,
do want
man.
to ask. I want to get back to that, and if you would just real quickly, Zip. You said he's shown you that he can win if you put him in the right position. I'm curious to what that position is that you've seen. But then this is what I wanted to ask though, and this is a very serious question that I have for
Mm-hmm.
y'all. Do y'all think that it's possible that that sometimes, and this can be for any fan base, but I think lately, especially with the news of Brazil today, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I don't like to go in depth talking about injuries because they
Right.
happen to every team.
Right.
But I'm yet to hear a resounding, not fear or angst over it, but just even like, oh well, okay, it's just another injury. Next man up, keep pushing. I haven't heard any real concern that you're losing players, and each time you go down a level from a starter to a backup,
Mm-hmm.
you should not expect the same results. There's a reason why. You have your starters that get a certain salary, and then the backups don't get that salary. And it doesn't have anything to do with just the way that organizations or the media feels about somebody. It has to do with what the expectation of them is. Yeah, we all have examples of players who play above what the expectation was. I think Mike Jackson is a great example for y'all.
Yeah.
But you lose a score before the season. You have to replace Moulton for a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
You lose a Brazil. And again, I didn't put too much into the Brazil thing either way, because like I said to y'all before, when I look at the Panthers that I see, I don't think that it was too much to make mention of, because my stance is Bryce just doesn't get the ball to his number 2 receiver, his number 3 receiver, and his tight ends. But at least not consistently enough, yeah, to think that that's going to be a big threat. But I guess my point is that, you know, I've been listening to different shows, and nobody really seems to be concerned that, you know, oh, okay, now you lose this guy that I know in the last couple of days, and since y'all drafted him, it's been a whole lot of talk about high hopes and how you wouldn't have to rely upon an XL anymore, just as an example. So you mean to tell me that there's no concern that, oh, well, maybe we do have to rely on XL now? I don't
What
get
concern? Wait, concern of relying on XL?
No, that's the example. But the point that I'm trying to make is, it's like, you know, you hit another speed bump, that don't slow us down. We still trucking along at the same speed.
Hey,
Yeah.
so
Go ahead, Zip.
Red, let's say this. The biggest two losses that we've taken, or the biggest loss that we've taken, is Taylor Moton. That one hurt us, I think. I think we'll have a good game plan to get around that. I think we already have a good game plan. It's just up to how the newest additions at the right tackle and left tackle, it's up to how they play. But what I'll tell you is I was one personally who was, I was ready to see what Chris Brazell was going to bring to the team. Now, with the footage that I've seen out of the other guys in my wide receiver core, in particular, John Mechie, Jimmy Horn, and I've seen what XL's been doing in camp. I'm not as concerned about Brazell being hurt. So, I get what you're saying. I feel like you, being someone on the outside looking in, you feel like we should be more concerned, or you feel like you should hear a little bit more talk
Yeah, that's all
around
I'm
that.
saying. I'm not hearing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I
Well,
think a lot of us are on the same page with that. We don't really, with us seeing some of the work that we're getting out of the other guys in the wide receiver core. Of course, we know who our 1 and 2 are. I don't think
right.
people are concerned about Brazell.
Yeah. And that's fair. That's fair, Zip. That's fair.
Yeah.
So maybe and you know what? Hell, I couldn't have asked for a better response. That's fair. That would absolutely explain why, the real Panthers fans are like, hey, I mean, I was gonna take what I get from him, but it's not like we lost Tech. So that's
exactly.
fair.
And Red,
Exactly.
but you heard me say multiple times, if the big three go down, we are up shit creek. I said that.
That was your montage for the day. You're damn sure right about that too, Freddie.
I mean, again, like my stance on XL is like it's cut and dry as it is Bryce Young. I want them to succeed because I know if they succeed, the team succeeds. I don't have no ill will towards them, but I want to see them do better. So of course I'm gonna critique them the way I feel like they should be critiqued. And again, like I understand it from both spectrums. And as you know this, Red Swarm, I'm not the type of person to jump out the window. If I hear crazy shit, I'm gonna comment on it.
Right.
I mean that's the way. That's who I am.
Yeah.
And training camp. Go ahead, Zip.
Well, no, I was just gonna say real quick, Red. The Nick Thornton one hurt, but let me tell you how the Nick Thornton one hurt, because in reality, Nick Thornton is year 2. You know what I'm saying? But it hurt from the standpoint that we seen something in him, and we were excited to see what he was going to do this season. So I've said this on multiple accounts. I feel like that hurt his production in terms of him building on, what he did last year. But the dude is a dog. He may come back and still ball out. But in reality, we got somebody who was going to start in front of him and Pat Jones. You know what I'm saying? And then we went and got Jalen Phillips as well. So, Nick Gordon wasn't going to be a week 1 starter anyway.
I should make this clear and make this known. Evero does not like to start young players because actually, Red Swarm, when Nick Scorton got here, he was not the starter until Pat Jones got hurt.
Yep.
He was not the starter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now again, he played every game, but he was not the starter. Just like Princely. Princely was rotational backup. He just played every game, but he was mostly on special teams.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'll say the biggest weakness right now is the rookie that we could potentially be starting at right tackle and Monroe Freeland.
Actually, Zip, word coming out of camp is that he's been adjusting to that very nicely. I mean, yeah. Like every day they said like he's like the first 2 days he struggled, but lately he's been solid. He's been locking down everything. Nobody getting around him. Nobody. Don't care who it is. Because they switched Jalen Phillips over there, brick wall, and go nowhere. It's a brick wall. Pat Jones the same, brick wall. Princely, brick wall.
The reason why I say, he could potentially, that could be our biggest weakness, is because he he's still a rookie at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
from a business standpoint, all defensive coordinators are going to seem to go
Yes.
at him from a pass
Right.
rush sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So, we got to know that. We got to know that.
But there is ways. But again, as we said, there is ways to scheme for that because you know they're going to happen, and they know that you have a rookie there. They already plan to do that. You can scheme around that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's always ways to scheme around that. Like the tackle hurts because he's a stalwart, but I mean, like it's really a blessing in disguise because he was not gonna be here next year anyway. It
Yeah.
just sucked that it happened in a year's early.
So real quick, Red,
Yeah, bro.
what do you say when I say, and this really goes to GOAT point, it's not really necessarily what you were saying, but what GOAT was saying, what do you say when I say I feel like Philly kind of, I feel like we're kind of taking a page out of Philly's book in terms of the style of team we're going to try and build around Bryce Young. Now,
Hmm.
before you answer, I want to let you know that I understand that Bryce Young doesn't have the scrambling ability that
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts
Hurts
has.
has.
Jalen Hurts.
But
Yeah.
I think he is a better pocket passer than Jalen Hurts.
Hmm.
Now, go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say there.
I I would say that I struggle to find a correlation or a link to your head coach. I don't know where he's crossed paths
Seattle.
with any of the people who are in Philly. As to say that that's what he's trying to design his offense around. But it doesn't have to be directly from their tree in order for what you say to be true. That would be the first thing that I look at. Trying to see, hey, is he a disciple of a, the Philly head coach? I don't think he's offensive minded.
Sirianni?
No, Sirianni is a defensive guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? I don't think so.
Nick Sirianni.
I mean, he didn't
I think Nick
look at how many
Sirianni is offensive. I think he's
look at how
offensive
many
minded.
offensive play callers that man has had.
He doesn't call offense or defense. He's a manager.
No. Right. He's the CEO of the team, pretty much.
Yeah.
So really, he actually hires his own offensive and defensive coordinators. Well, he's had Vic Fangio for a long time, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's kept Vic Fangio, but he's on what, like a third or fourth offensive coordinator?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
He's
He's
an
been there.
offensive minded. He's an offensive
Yeah.
minded.
I thought so.
Yeah, because
I thought so.
he had Kellen Moore. He had
Shane Steichen. He's had
Steichen. He's been through quite a few of them.
He's had
They've all
been
been
through a few
fairly
of them.
successful.
Yes.
So,
they've all been very, very, very good. Because all they do over there is win at least 10 games anyway. So it's like,
Yeah.
When I say Red, I'm not necessarily talking about the coaching style. I'm talking about us assembling a team that complements the quarterback, how they've done, having a top defense. I think we're making a push to make this defense a lot better. I don't think it's going to be no, top 3 defense, but I think we'll make a push for the top 10. You know what I'm saying? The running game, I think we're improving the running game. I think if Jonathan Brooks hits, I think we'll have a really good running back in him. And then just having playmakers on the offense, I think it kind of mirrors what Philly's doing, to be real with you.
Well,
I don't see any. And to be short and quick, I don't see any correlation. I don't think of it any more closely related than I would say Atlanta does with a Bijan Robinson and what's his name? Saquon with a with a tight end, whereas they feature the tight ends. Y'all don't have any tight end play. Atlanta to Philly doesn't come to my mind. And I would have to, and honestly, say Carolina to Philly doesn't come to my mind either.
That's just
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think you're digging a little too deep in terms of like schemes and stuff like that. I'm not talking about coaching philosophy, schemes, or anything like that. I'm just saying
No,
when you
you're
look at
saying the way that your team is built, and I thought I pointed out one major cog that would separate what y'all have done and what y'all are trying to do is you don't have any tight end play.
Right.
None. And so what I'm trying to say, I think I, without like trying to speak for you, see where you were going, where you're trying to elevate your defense. But I wouldn't even say that. I mean, y'all got some nice pieces on defense, but it don't even begin to emulate or look like the Philly defense to me.
That Philly defense is like the way of the nuances of that defense. By the way, their fucking secondary is gross.
That's
But
a
like,
championship defense, man.
I mean, it is.
listen. I'm not saying that we're in any way, shape, or form getting the same results as Philly. That's not what I'm saying. Because
No, I'm
completely.
clear there. You asked me if I could see a likeness to the way that y'all are building your team. And I said a number of times, I do not see it no more than I see Atlanta building a Philly team. And I think that we have more pieces in place that resemble them than y'all do, but I still don't see it.
Okay.
Y'all do. Y'all do. Then we do. Y'all do.
Yeah.
So we do.
Yeah, but I don't see either one of them
on the
as
D
being
line,
Philly like.
absolutely.
I don't see either one of them as being Philly like.
But look at what you did. Look at what you did the other year, Red. You double dipped in the first round.
I mean, they took a gamble on that too.
I mean, good God, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you have to do. That's go back. That's what Philly did. Philly had the year that they started building like that. When Howie started building that stuff like that, he had 3 first-round picks. Then he came back the next year. He had 2, and he finagled them into 2 first rounders and like 2 second rounders. That's what you got to do. Then when he get ready to, he have guys down. He got so much of surplus. He have guys that he's able to basically cycle out and get something for him.
That's called like great. That's well, you also got to give credit to the general manager there as well. Howie Roseman is a wizard when it comes to the draft.
Well, and to that end,
you can do that. When you
get start with
3 first-round picks.
To that end, what I would tell you is that both our GM and our assistant GM now, Jeff Scott and Ian Cunningham, they come from Philly. So, but this is their first year. So,
right.
And Zip, so understand, I was just giving you my perspective. That's clearly how I feel. Now, even before I didn't say those things to say, well, I can see how Atlanta might be. I just don't see it on either club yet. So that's just my honest opinion.
No.
I mean, you are comparing us to a championship level defense. That's a very hard. That's very difficult.
But see, my point wasn't to say that we are in any way, shape, or form the same talent as them. I'm just saying we're trying to, in a sense, head in the same direction. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we're on Philly level. I know we're not on Philly level.
No.
I'm not saying it.
Philly is just a veteran established team.
That's what you that if you were to look at the culture that y'all are trying to build, to borrow another term, is that how you feel like the direction that y'all are going?
Well, me personally, I think my head coach and this offense in particular is more. I think they're more set up for a big arm quarterback. Someone who can consistently push the ball down the field. So I think they're struggling trying to build something for Bryce Young. You know, it's getting
Mm.
better. You know what I'm saying? I think it's getting better. And I think with Brad Eason calling the plays this year, we're going to see if it takes a step further. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that it's 100% a fit for what Bryce Young is showed us that he's able to do so far. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me
I
ask you a
mean,
question, Zil. Can I ask you a
hmm
question?
hmm
What? So you're thinking, what particularly is Brad gonna do so much to make to be just set itself so different from what Dave did the last 2 years?
Okay,
What
so
what what is he gonna do? Like what is he gonna do?
what instead of me giving you a vague answer, go like saying
Uh,
he'll call the plays in a different style. What I'll say is, and I think that he's gonna benefit from having a more healthy wide receiving core, especially with our 1 and 2. If those boys come in the season, you know, they stay healthy to start the year. I think what he'll do is he'll try to mold the offense in a way that, you know, in the first 2 downs, we can hit our playmakers, but get more yardage hitting our playmakers. You know what I'm saying? So of course we got Tech, but we need to get guys like XL involved, right? Because we need to see what we got in him. So I think Brad
but
Eason in particular this year is going to be drawing up a lot of plays and a lot of different scenarios where we target XL and we try to get, you know, move the ball a little deeper than 4 or 5 yards of play.
here's the thing, though, Zip. Here's the thing, and before it goes, and I'm gonna let him get a crack at it. That's based on Bryce Young. If it is deeper concepts, he's got to trust the guys enough to let the ball go.
Yeah, no. That's 100%. But if we, at this point, if we, you know, have done everything that we've done for Bryce Young, and then we come out and Dave Canales comes out and says, "Okay, goddamn it, I'm not calling the plays for you no more. I'm gonna let." Now we've all said how we felt like Dave Canales has been hiding this boy, right? Okay, so
Mm,
Dave Canales comes out and say, "Boom, goddamn it, Brad Eason's calling the plays for you this year." So essentially, that's it's us ripping the blanket off of everything. Okay, we can't blame Dave Canales and say he's trying to hide this boy. I think this year, this is where everything is going to be put on full display, and that's the type of language that's being talked around the Carolina Panthers. My point being, there's no room for Bryce Young to be out there dinking and dunking. God damn it! I done gave you
no,
a new, I gave you a new play, not a new play caller, but I gave you somebody else who's going to be calling the plays for you. When you know you're coming into the year with some guys that's a little healthier. I mean, we expected to have Bragger here. He's not here, but we're doing. My point is, we're doing what we can for you. But this year, there's no room for Bryce Young to be dinking and dunking, playing it safe. And
no,
I think it's all.
no. He's
It,
got to be. He can't be gun shy. He can't. I've seen that, and to Red's point, and the numbers don't lie. The dude is gun shy. I mean, come on, let's call a spade a
this
spade.
year,
so oh, that's
So,
what
this
y'all
year
call
they're
that
gonna
gun. Y'all
draw.
call that gunshot.
This dude, they're gonna draw plays downfield for that boy, and they're gonna fully expect him to throw the ball downfield. So, and if he don't, they probably gonna be getting on his ass. Like, hey man,
Yeah,
why you ain't hit old boy down the field? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit about to look different this year. I'm telling you.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
go
Y'all
ahead,
do
bro.
know that Thomas Brown and Frank Wright did that same thing, right? Y'all know that
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
did that.
But
And
go.
they,
We're a little further along in his production now. This is a different Bryce Young. This is a different Bryce Young. This ain't year one.
okay.
This ain't year one.
oh, this gonna
Oh,
be
This ain't year
interesting.
one, though.
Oh, this gonna be interesting.
okay. No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening. That's different
Yeah,
Bryce
yeah.
Young.
I mean,
Okay,
you're right. You're
Mm.
right. They did try to do that, but like I say, this
And
is a
Dave
different this is a different
and
scenario.
you know Dave did that the first 2 games before he benched him, right? Go back and look at the
hmm
offense. Go back and look at the first 2 games before he benched him. He tried to open
Oh
it up.
no. Oh no. I
And
remember.
yeah,
I remember.
yeah,
I
and that was
remember.
year 2.
'Cause that first game against the Saints, that boy
But
threw a
I thought
pick.
that was a different
First
Bryce
play.
Young.
First play. I mean, hey, like I say, we've tried. We're trying different clusters of skilled position players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got Tuba here, but when you look at the wide
Mm.
receiving core, a lot of these guys are You know what I'm saying? They're not. All of these guys weren't here year one. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't talking
So,
about year. I'm talking about year 2, year 3.
hmm hmm
One. So y'all like to just tiptoe past year 1, but the same concepts was done for him before. We've tried it. We've done this before. We've done this before. We've been crossed this road, up this road, down this road. We've been here before.
so here's the way I see it, though. What we've essentially done is, with the failures in the past, sat this boy down with, and I mean the benching, and tried to refine it a little bit. Brought him
Hmm.
back out, and he's looked a little better. I'm not saying he made an exponential leap. He obviously didn't do that, but he's looked a little better. He threw a couple more touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? He executed a couple more times and put us in position to win. So now we're in year 3. We got to put it all together, and that's what I think this is. That's why I think Brad Ezick is getting full play calling
You mean year
responsibility.
3 of the
That's why,
system and
or year 4 for
yeah,
Bryce.
yeah,
My
yeah,
bad, but yeah, year 3 in the
no.
system. Year 3 in the system, though.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why this year we're going to, you go and bring Garrett Bevel in. I think they're about to fully take the blanket off, rip the Band-Aid off this nigga, and tell this nigga we need you to do it all. And now it's a time for contract. It's a contract time. So it's a
Right,
different tune. The ball is fully in his court, though. If he comes out here and shit the bed, he already know what time it is. There's no
right.
more hiding. There's no more hiding that anybody can do for you. David
Mm-mm.
Tepper can't save you no more, bro. David Tepper
No.
cannot save you no more, bro. This is the end. This is it. If you do
Well,
not
well,
do
well,
your
well.
job this year, you gotta go.
I look at it like the ball. The ball was in his court day 1 because he was
Yeah,
he was deemed
yeah,
quarterback 1, QB 1.
yeah.
We done
Yeah.
it. Didn't have to look over his shoulder at any time because they never brought in any. They never looked to say to do nothing about bringing no competition or bringing nobody put no heat on his head. So the ball been in his court since day 1.
Yeah, he wasn't ready though, bro. And that's
Okay,
why he played the way he played. He wasn't ready.
okay,
I
okay,
mean,
okay,
I ain't
okay.
gonna bullshit with you, dog. Like that's obviously he wasn't
Zip,
ready.
really, you are. You bullshitting with me because you just
I'm
said you said
not.
he wasn't ready. Because
He
number
wasn't
1 pick
ready.
overall coming out of now, yeah, no, he's supposed to be ready.
I mean,
Supposed to be
and
ready.
so let me
Supposed to be
ask
ready.
you this: the play we saw on the field, did it not display that he wasn't ready?
It's gonna display it
Terrible.
again. You're gonna see it again.
It's
You're gonna
terrible.
see it again. Is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to get to you. You're gonna see it
Okay,
again.
well, like I told you earlier,
I don't
though,
know
if that's
about
the case,
that.
if I
Okay,
don't think so either. I don't think so either, Freddie. But like I said, if
okay.
that's the case, then I'm with the Carolina Panthers. We're gonna move on, my boy. Like I don't
Facts.
know what else you want me to say. I'm not a
That's
nigga
what
Facts.
who's.
that's what my greatest fear is that they keep trying to plug and plug and plug because basically that's what you telling me that you would do. Keep plugging, 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 plugging through. He finally hits. I don't know how he's gonna finally hit. Just finally
Well,
hit. He has too
only
many
because we drafted him number
deficiencies.
1. No, I agree with you, but the only reason why I would put that much into him go is because I drafted him number 1 overall.
Don't
I'm
matter. It
not
don't
gonna
matter.
throw him away. It do matter because
It
you
don't matter.
invested a
No, it
lot.
don't. Don't
You
matter.
did. You
Yeah,
invested a
but you
lot
can't,
Don't
in
matter.
him.
That's
you
spent. That's
can't get
gone.
that
That's
cash
gone.
aid. You
You
can't
can't
get
get
that
that back.
cash aid
You can't
back
get
from
that back.
Chicago. They
You know
rolled
No,
you
you
with it now.
can't.
yeah. You know how
Listen,
No,
you
you
get that
can't.
back.
That's over
You
with.
know how
That's
you get
over with.
tip. You know how you get that back. The only way you get
mm,
that back is a Super Bowl. That's the only way you get
Yeah,
that back.
yeah,
You
you
can't get
can't.
that back.
okay.
Chicago
That's
ain't
gone.
giving
I
none
mean,
of that
That
hey,
shit
shit
gone.
back.
And
That shit gone,
that's
bro.
and
That shit
that's
gone. That shit gone.
okay,
ew,
That shit
okay.
gone, Zip. That shit
Okay,
gone, bro.
well, hey,
yikes.
like I said,
You ain't never
most
get that back.
most most organizations' mindset is when they draft any player overall, number 1 overall, they're gonna give him time. They're gonna give that player time. They're gonna
We
try
have.
everything
We
they
have.
can.
We've
They're,
done that. We have.
and
We
that's
have.
all. That's all I'm
We
saying.
have.
Go. That's all I'm
We
saying.
have.
That's all
We
I'm
have.
saying.
How much more
Okay, so
time?
and
Mm.
at this point, all I'm saying is if this nigga don't perform this year, then it's a wrap. We honestly at the same point, but we just got there different ways, bro. That's it. We got there different ways. You've
All I'm
been
saying
wanting to
is,
get rid of him, but I've been
all
on
I'm
some.
saying. But see,
Uh huh.
y'all are still like, okay, the 3,000 yards he did this year right here. If he gets you
Hmm.
32 and another TD, you know what I'm saying?
Well, well,
Y'all ready to say, oh, he's still improving?
no. I personally set a benchmark for him
That's
around the
not my expectations,
3,800.
bro. I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
I set a benchmark around the 3,800, 33 to 35 touchdowns for him. That's where I want to see him get this year. This year in particular. Now,
Yeah,
moving
that
forward, I
32
want
ain't
to
it
see
for
that
me.
jump higher. Yeah, 32 ain't enough for me. I want to see him
Hell
get
nah.
38 and about
Hell
33 to
nah.
And,
That
35
ain't enough for
touchdowns.
me.
y'all know why? It ain't even numbers to me. It's can he dominate competition game in and game out? He can't
And
do
that's
that.
what we're gonna see this
He's
year,
not gonna be
go.
able to do that.
We got a number one schedule. That's what we're gonna see this year. That's what's so exciting about this year
That's
to
why
me,
I
go.
want this
We're gonna
schedule.
see
I
we're
want
gonna
this
see high
schedule
level
for him. That's
competition
why I want it.
every game. We're gonna see high level
Yeah.
competition every
I don't
game
want to
this
hear
year.
shit. Hey, look. I want this type of schedule because either he does it or he doesn't. And if he doesn't, that'll be all. If he does,
That'll be
guess
it
what?
all.
He fucking did it. Guess what? Cool. He's the guy. And now we know. Because this type of schedule, I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Because literally can't nobody say he played weak competition. Can't nobody say none of that shit.
None
None
of
of that
it.
shit.
So, like
So
I said, we honestly on the
yeah.
same page. We just got to that destination, to that point, differently. I've been on the type
Yeah.
of time where it's like I'm gonna support the little nigga because I know the organization. Because at the end of the day, who really wanted this nigga, GOAT? Who really wanted him?
Facts. Facts. Facts.
So we knew we wasn't finna move off of him just because y'all niggas didn't like the way he played. Come on, man,
Nah.
you know better than that shit, bro. He's a Tepper nigga, bro. Tepper got that nigga here,
Facts.
bro.
Facts.
Come on now.
I was screaming CJ Stroud, bro.
Niggas be getting in their feelings.
I mean,
He
that's
gotta
who I
go. He
wanted.
gotta go.
But
But
you know,
our owner brought him here. He ain't going no fucking where until after they're done assessing him. So guess what?
right?
We're aligned for this motherfucking ride.
And that's pretty much the way, and that's pretty much how I am. You ain't fuck that.
That's why I don't be hearing that shit, bro.
And I just want to
It's at the
win,
end of the
bro. I don't
day.
want to do this shit to where like I don't want to say shit where like, oh, we should lose badly on this schedule and just nah, fuck that, fuck that.
Nah,
I want to
fuck
win,
that. We
bro.
lose badly on this
Yeah,
schedule.
man.
I want to get rid of Bryce Young immediately and find us a quarterback.
Absolutely. I want to get rid of.
Yes.
I want to. If fuck, hey, fuck, just getting rid of Bryce Young, bro. I want to tear all that shit down, bro. Fuck that. This shit
You
pissed
know
me
what?
off.
I don't want to tear
You
it
don't
all
need to tear
down
it.
because
You ain't got to tear it down. You ain't got to tear it
nah,
down. You ain't got to
I
tear it
want to see
down.
Dave
Yeah,
Canala as good as guy. I want to see Dave Canala as good as guy and see what he can do.
Cause
That's what I want to see.
cause
you
again,
don't
like
have
I
to
want
tear
to
it down.
fucking win. I
That's
want
the
to
thing.
fucking
Yeah.
win.
That's what tells you right there who it is. Because you don't have to tear it down.
Yeah.
And
All we need is a quarterback.
Yeah.
once you get him up out of here, see, it's a lot of stuff like you wouldn't have to go into panic mode because Taylor Moton got a blood clot.
Right.
And honestly, you wouldn't have to go in panic mode because you lost a rookie fourth or third guy in the rotation. Do you see what we're
Mm.
doing around here?
Hmm.
Well, that's what I told Red. You talking about Nick Thornton, right?
No, we
I'm
talk
talking about
about
Brazel.
Brazel,
I'm talking
and then
about
he talks
Brazel.
about Taylor Moton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I'm less worried
Yeah.
about the offensive line,
Well,
though. I'm more worried about
go.
the weapons than I was a little worried about the weapons.
What weapon?
Nah,
The dude, look, bro was your third or fourth option. So you're going into panic mode because we lost a third or fourth option?
I don't think
A third
so.
or fourth
I don't
option?
think so. I don't think so. I don't think nobody's going into panic mode, and that's what I was telling Red. You know, a lot of people was excited to see what he was gonna bring, but you know, that's the whole thing. That's the whole shit. Damn, now we don't get to see him. That's all
Right.
Yeah,
that
maybe,
is, though.
I mean, let's be realistic. It might have been an explosive play here or there. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't going to be consistent catches. Was he going to be the X? No, he was not going to be the X.
No,
Was he going?
no,
You were going to have to put in plays. You know what I'm saying? Specifically for him, or find ways to get him open into the offense. Wait to the offense, put people to sleep. Maybe take a shot. We don't take shots like that. You might got him. All right, he was able to get. Oh, I see him. Boom. A catch. That's what's gonna be. So him turning the LCL. I mean, okay, I feel for the young lion. You know what I'm saying? Young
Hmm.
bull, as Ocho say.
Hmm.
But
Mhm.
no, it's not nothing. Oh, this season ending for us. No.
Well, I'll say this though. I do think that Taylor Moton was a big loss because regardless of what you say, that's a veteran on the offensive line. Now, Chris Brazell,
Yeah.
I agree with you 1,000%. It's not a big loss. It is what it is. We'll see him when we see him. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, we still have a guy in Xavier Legette who we have that major question mark over. So he needs to be I'm not going to say the focal point of the offense, but we need to work in as many extra opportunities to get him the ball as possible. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because this is a strong evaluation year for him. So
Right.
Well,
I don't think
and
I'm not panicking the way you think. I'm not one of them guys.
and not really on that because like right now as it is, he's a third option. I mean, you done paid
I mean, he
and you
solidifies
done
the third option
paid.
at this point.
Yeah, but you done
Yeah,
you let's talk business once again. You
Mm-hmm.
paid Jalen Coker. You
Yeah.
understand
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they
yeah,
made a conscious decision to pay him when you
Yes.
pay
yeah.
somebody. So that's your guy because you
Hmm.
Right.
paid him.
Right.
So therefore, Excel, which I really like Excel, I think his skill set could fit over here if we had a quarterback. But you haven't made a financial um obligation to him
Right. Right. Right.
other than
Yeah.
drafting him, and he still got a fifth year
Right.
option, and you still could franchise him. So you ain't got to look at him for another 2 years,
Mm.
realistic,
Well, I mean,
not in a serious light.
you talking about XL?
Yeah,
Well, ain't he
exactly.
what? This is year 3 for him, right?
This is year 3 for him.
Okay,
This is year
so hear
three.
me.
You're
So
talking
hear
about
me
four.
out.
You're talking about going in year 4 before you even can say you got to come back around to next year before you say, oh well, give him a fifth year. Then he can play
Mm.
on
Well,
the fifth year,
well, here's
and then he also can franchise him.
here's the
Understand
thing
what I'm
though.
saying?
Go. The way I feel like the franchise is looking at this situation, and the reason why I say this is because we don't went and got Pat, Jimmy Horn, Boswell. We don't got all these other receivers, and they
Mm-hmm.
went and got John Mechie. The way I think they're
Right.
looking at this is, and they done paid Jalen Coker. They're looking at it like they're not going to wait out that time of his rookie contract. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. He does have that time over his rookie contract, but they're not going to wait that. They're probably going to finish their evaluation this year. If he don't ball
But you,
this year, they're probably going to get up off that nigga, to be real with you.
Mm.
y'all don't know that though. See, y'all like to speak prematurely about other players, but y'all won't speak prematurely about the quarterback. Y'all don't know that because one
Well,
thing like this right here,
the reason
you
why
got to.
I said that is because they done brought
Hold
so
up,
many
Silk.
other guys
What I'm
in.
saying, you have to do that because why? You just had a nigga tear his LCL, so you got to have depth at
Mm-hmm.
that position. You're gonna carry
Right.
most position. You're gonna carry is you're gonna carry 7 motherfuckers, 6 or 7
At
motherfuckers
least
at a wide
7.
at that
I
one
say
position.
7.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
say
So you got
7.
to have
Yeah,
depth at wide receiver. You got to
Mm-hmm.
have
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna have guys there. You don't have that many linebackers, you know what I'm saying? Start middle
Right.
linebackers, do you? You're
No.
gonna have that. That's
No.
one position you're gonna have 6, 7 guys at.
I mean,
Mm.
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
I
right about
understand
that.
that
You're right
entirely.
about that.
That in the secondary.
I just don't feel like though. I just don't feel like if they believed in
Oh Jesus,
Excel,
Red.
they
What's
wouldn't
going on
have.
over there?
Oh
Go. I
man,
feel like
my bad, man. I had to loosen up the strap on my waist. You know my back brace, man. So I apologize.
Nah, bro, you
Yes, sir.
straight. You
yeah.
straight. Bro, you straight.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
called
saying I
getting
feel like
old.
if they really believed in Excel,
I
they
was just
wouldn't
checking on
have
you, Red. You straight.
they
Man, you
wouldn't have
crazy.
invested
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so much equity in the wide receiver position. If we would have still gotten guys, to your point, go true, but we wouldn't have went and got Pet in the first round the next year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We wouldn't have went and got Brazil in the third round next year. We wouldn't have went and got a Jimmy Horn on top of that. Got other guys in the whatchamacallit, in the undrafted. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they would have went and got so much. If they believed in XL, they would have just went and got a couple bums and kept going,
Well,
kept going with XL as the guy. You know what I'm saying? I
once
think they're
again, you're blaming Excel for that. It's not
I hear
Excel
that
that they're
though.
doing
I
that
hear
for.
that though.
It's not
I hear
Excel
that.
that they're doing that for. It's not
It's
Excel
not.
that they're
It's
doing that
it's
for.
not. It's
It's
not.
not
well,
Excel
listen,
that they're doing that for. He's
but
not the
listen
root
though, listen.
cause of why they're doing that.
Listen. There's a good thing that we can do with Excel. We could separate him from a couple guys in this wide receiver room and say
I got a
that
question,
a
Jill.
couple.
After you
Hold
finish,
on,
I
hold on.
got a question for you.
Okay. So a couple of these guys in this wide receiver room, we can look to and say they're quarterback friendly. XL is one of the only ones that needs a certain type of quarterback. Oh, he needs a quarterback with an arm. Oh, he needs somebody who can get him the ball. These other guys are
Mm-hmm.
quarterback friendly. They're thriving over here, and they're getting roles and positions. Hence, Jalen Coker getting paid.
So if XL is so woefully non-dependable and just hasn't hit, why do you have to keep drafting to replace him? Couldn't you go out on the street and get just an average
You could get an average
wide
vet.
receiver?
Get an average
So
vet.
that's evidence that they're not doing it to replace XL.
No.
They're doing it to benefit the quarterback. You agree or disagree?
I mean, I'm halfway with you on that, Red. So you say if if the organization felt like XL wasn't a hit, you say they would just go out and get a guy in free
Yeah.
agency?
What I'm saying is he's not hard to replace. If he ain't that good, he ain't that hard to replace. So you don't have
Yeah, for sure.
to
For
draft
sure.
to replace him.
For sure. But what I'm saying is, though, Red, is I think that at some point in time, the Carolina Panthers believe that XL may be able to fill that role that we turned around and went and got Pep for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was just responding to Goat's point where he said they ain't drafting these receivers as a replacement for XL. They're drafting them for the benefit of the quarterback.
Hold on, Red. Shout out to everybody. Oh, go. What the hell? Go. What happened there? Did you like cut out or something?
Yeah, man, I jumped in my
I
car.
think he cut out or something.
Yeah, can y'all hear?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Hold on. I think he cut out.
Yeah, can
Oh,
y'all hear
there
me
we
now?
go.
Take
Yeah,
one out.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I jumped in the car and it went to the audio speaker. But anyway, yeah. No, what I was saying
Yeah,
is
almost.
y'all got to think. See, Zip, you keep saying they did that for XL. Look at what they look. Just look at the draft. You drafted Tech McMillan at number 8. So, oh wow, he got 1,000 yards. That's your X. This is our guy. You come right back the next year and you draft offense again, number 1 overall. Then you go back two more picks and you draft another receiver. So now, if we were drafting for XL, why are you drafting Tech McMillan position again? So that
Well,
now you're wrong on that.
what I'm saying is since XL isn't who they thought, they have to replace that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Nah, I disagree. You had already replaced it. If that was the thing, you already replaced him with Jalen Coker because you paid him.
Right.
So
yeah.
it was no need. It was no need to go draft Chris Brazell. It was no need to go draft Monroe Freeland. Not after you signed Walker in free agency. You did that because of the weakness of
I
the
think
quarterback.
Monroe was gonna be a replacement though for Timo because we're not gonna have him next season.
Well, you could have drafted a straight right. Monroe is a swing tackle. It was a glorified swing tackle.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
And then hold on, go. But look at what we did, because I think this was potential too. Look at what we did with old boy we went and got from the Steelers. Maybe that shit rubbed them the wrong way, and instead of them spending money on a receiver in free agency, they want to draft guys. And maybe they felt like they was one behind with XL, so they had to make up for it.
Nah, that's sweet. That's sweet. What you trying to do? That's sweet.
I mean,
what you trying to do?
That's a direct. That's what I see when I look at this, because
that's sweet.
When you look at
what you trying to do?
when you look at the money that they did spend in free agency, When you after we haven't gotten another receiver in free agency outside of John Mechie, and John Mechie was a quick little pickup deal. We didn't have to invest much. We haven't gotten another receiver in free agency. We've been drafting them all. Or what is that? The undrafted, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really done nothing in free agency with the wide receiver outside of John Mechie since old boy. Since the nigga from the Steelers, Deontay Johnson.
Well, I don't even know
So
where he is at this point.
So I don't see how that's weak. I think they got a bad taste in their mouth. I think they got a bad taste in their mouth from getting wide receivers out of and giving them a large role at that. Because look at what we expected Deontay Johnson to be when we first got him. Now John Mechie, that's a whatever. If he hit, then he hit. If not, we'll get rid of his ass. We didn't invest a lot there. But I don't think they're going to go back into free agency and look for a guy to be a tech or be a number two. They want to draft these guys. And if you ask me, while you're evaluating the quarterback, it's smart because you don't got to pay nobody big money if you ain't going to pay your quarterback. If this ain't my franchise guy, what the fuck I'm going to go pay somebody big money in free agency for? I'm going to keep drafting guys. I got a tech, so I hit there. Shit, we was going to see what Chris Brazell was going to be. Shit, we thought we had something with XL. At some point, now I'm able to fully evaluate this quarterback because he got nothing but dogs around him. But when you go and you get an XL to start the process of...
No, geez, Zip, you cut yourself out. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah, my bad. I got a phone call. But yeah, when you start the process of bringing in wide receiver talent through the draft, and the first one that you draft is XL and you don't hit, I mean, I think a lot of organizations is going to keep drafting wide receivers for both reasons. For the fact that you didn't hit with XL to start with, and you're trying to evaluate the talent in the quarterback.
All right. Red, you want to comment on that? You have something to say? You want to say?
No. Y'all go ahead. That's definitely on y'all right there. I think I can kind of see what Zip is saying too. Now that he further explained that, because I mean, if the plan all along was to have that level of talent, and even if you say to yourself, "Hey, we clearly missed on this kid," then yeah, it's gonna be some swings to make up for what you missed on.
By the way, hold on. And by the way, shout out by the way, shout out to everybody in the chat and do exactly what Antonio McClinhan said. Like, subscribe, comment, and share the stream, man. We grinding around here, man. Hit the cash out too to support the content, man. Or if you have Apple Pay as well. Shout out Red Swarm.
Yes, Fred. That's right. Keep us all in the loop.
Yes, sir.
But you know, I'm at this point in Bryce Young's career, I've learned to respect niggas like GOAT's opinion, because in reality, Bryce Young ain't really, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really been all that at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
So
in the grand scheme of things, niggas like GOAT have the, you know what I'm saying? They have the right to feel they want to do. But I'm just saying, I'm with the team in terms of, I see them trying to do everything possible to help this nigga. And he has had not exponential, but he's had little increments of improvement. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I think this is the year where all of the expectations is going to be dumped on this nigga lap, and it's going to be no more excuses, no more hiding you, none of that. It's going to be, look, goddammit, I'm opening up this full playbook by giving you the offensive coordinator, Brad Cedric. I'm letting him call these plays now, and you're going to have to run this offense. Simple as that. And like I said, if he don't work, then I'm all for moving on from the nigga. Because I feel like the way the team is built, we could drop a quarterback and run with this motherfucker.
I mean, all I want to do is win. So, like, again, like, if he wins, shit, he's the quarterback. If he don't,
he's the quarterback.
Right.
And Zip. I don't have no fear saying this. Y'all have put together a damn good roster.
Yeah.
And you're definitely in one of those positions. And that's why I think that we are similar in that.
Y'all are. Oh yeah, he was a quarterback, man.
And if we get a quarterback, and I know that y'all are still gonna give Bryce, and you should, from where he was taking, an opportunity to show that he could take y'all's team and run with it. But you're absolutely right. You don't have. It's not like maybe for a team that had that guy and they're so far away still. You know,
we're not that far away,
there you go.
Red.
So if
we're
it
not
don't
that
work
far away,
and
Red.
they decide, well, we feel like it was him. We going out here. We gonna get. We gonna make a trade for Joe Burrow or somebody like that.
Yeah.
And go.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want Joe Burrow as.
Yo, Red.
Yeah.
Hey, look, nobody on this panel is stupid enough to not take that fucking trade, bro. Because I swear, get a quarterback like that in this bitch,
to get that kid,
man. Right? Because again, Red, like as I said again, you know my stance on the quarterback. If he succeeds, he succeeds, and I'm like, hey, look, listen, the guy's the guy. He don't succeed, gotta move on because we are not that far away, Red. We have built a damn.
You don't want to waste the talent of your other players.
No, because they're so young. Because they're so young. Everybody young in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I don't think we went and invested such high dollar at the receiver position because we got Bryce Young. They're trying to give him just enough of what he needs for them to fully evaluate him.
Right. Because because actually, like I looked at it, the most expensive receiver that we're paying for is Coker, and he's only 11 million. Everybody else is like less than that.
Yeah.
You know what, like to be honest, and Gold have to come back. He might want to come back with some smoke.
I'm back now.
But honestly, I mean, Zip just made a point, and he got me to thinking. Honestly, I mean, a third round pick, you elevated an undrafted rookie to your number 2.
Right.
Yeah, you got Ted with a high pick. But I mean, Go. Have y'all really put that much? Like this year, maybe last year, have y'all really put that much into the wide receiver room? Honestly.
Well, Red, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. I'm
receiving your point, and I'm trying to see if Goku will see it too.
No, I don't see it like that. Yes, you have, because first of all, Red, you okay, y'all forget about Mango. Then you forget about like you said, old boy from Pittsburgh, DJ Johnson. Then you forgot about you moved up to get Excel. Then you had to spend all the money on the guards and stuff like that. So yes, you've invested in offense.
Well, wasn't that the last GM no-go?
Well, I mean, really, does it really matter? Because Dan had to take out, you know what I'm saying, come from exactly what he was trying to do and keep.
Well, he had to clean it up, though, Go. He kind of had to clean up his mistakes.
Yeah, had to clean it up. Thank you, Freddie.
He had to clean up his mistakes, though.
Yeah, Go. So what I'm saying is, if he would have kept going in the same direction, you would say this motherfucker the same. He ain't doing nothing different. But that's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna stay out of it and let y'all have it. But yeah, man.
I mean, think about it. Scott come in and they say, "Oh, we got to fix the offensive line," and this is when Sam Darnold and all them other guys was there. So he come with Matt Paradis and Cam. I forget what it. The motherfucker come from the Cowboys and shit like that.
Yeah.
Then they ended up drafting Icky, so they drafted a position of need left tackle, right? And then we spent money, wait here. All right. So then Scott come back the next year, and who did he draft?
He drafted Bryce.
Yeah, the Bryce Young draft and all that stuff.
Yep.
Then they got them up out of here, right?
Yeah, Scott was gone after that.
So really, at the end of the day, what did Scott have so fucked up that couldn't have been in you know what I'm saying, a free agency in the draft? At the end of the day.
I mean, he fucked up a bunch of things. I mean, he fucked up some contracts. He fucked up the he fucked up the trade that should have been Brian Burns, the 2 first-round picks. He fucked that up. We didn't have to give up as much as we did for Bryce. That was his trade though. He decided to do that shit. That's on him.
Now,
Yep, I
That's on
fully
see,
him,
agree with
GOAT.
Freddie.
y'all say that shit because other people say that stupid shit. You understand what I'm
No,
saying? So
No,
that's
no, 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 no.
so
that's the
Look
way
at the
so
that's the way I
timeline,
see it.
yeah,
GOAT.
well,
You want
That's
to
the way I see
blame.
it.
if I
You
can't
want to
finish, can
blame.
I mean, we having a conversation. Can let me finish? See, y'all. What we like to do around here is regurgitate stuff, get legs in and start to run. Why did you not take the 2 first for Burns? Why? Put it in context. Why? Why? Let's don't get quiet
Honestly,
now. Why?
honestly, I don't know. I would have took that shit all day long.
You know why? Because they said these were the key foundational pieces with these young pieces, what we're getting ready to build on. That's when they
Okay,
were building, y'all.
so
That's
why
when they
didn't
were
he pay
building.
him? So go, why didn't he pay him then? That's
The
what he
con
mean when he said he
it
fucked up the
changed.
contract, go.
It changed when you went and got the damn quarterback and it didn't work.
Okay,
It
well,
changed.
so that's Scott Fitterer's fault. Scott Fitterer. All of this shit is Scott
Not the
Fitterer.
Scott.
It's around.
Not,
Yes, it is. It's Scott Fitterer's fault.
okay.
He
If
drafted
that's
the
the way y'all see
quarterback.
it, I can't get
Yeah.
y'all to see it. I mean, y'all can't see it. I mean, okay. If that's the way y'all want to see it, okay.
But how? So question go. Who are you blaming that on?
I'm blaming that on the situation. He didn't. Okay, the situation was this. This is where we were going.
Uh
Derek Brown, Brian
huh.
Burns,
Uh
J.C.
huh.
Mhm.
Horn,
Uh
Jeremy
huh.
Mhm.
Chin,
Uh
Frankie
huh.
Louvu,
Mhm.
all
Uh
them
huh.
guys on the
Mhm.
defense. All right,
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
getting ready to build. I'm getting ready to build y'all a top 10 defense. Right? We were
Right.
on it. That was the young pieces to build a top 10 defense right there. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now we get rid of Christian McCaffrey, all that stuff right
Yep.
there. And
Yep.
now, just like you were saying, Zip, you were 100% right. Because your owner was head first tunnel vision on getting Bryce Young, who I
Young. Yep.
said that was not going to be the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. That was not going to work over here with what we were trying to build with what was going on. He's not that guy for what we're doing.
Mhm.
Okay, but y'all got to look at what happened. Put it in context what happened. Before the draft, before free agency, before anything, he goes to the Super Bowl and tell this guy, I'm going to get you. So he did everything in his power behind the scenes to get us to number 1 to get him. And that's what we did,
Mhm.
right? We
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
traded, we moved this and that. Prior to that, you said Scott Fitterer, who y'all want to blame, says I'm getting ready to give y'all a top 10 defense. Like like I said once again, that's what he did
Mm-hmm.
because he had the young pieces to do it.
Okay, when you get mad, go. You're right. So
Yeah.
essentially it's David Tepper's fault because with David Tepper being a fresh owner still at that point,
Right. Right.
he just saw what he thought was gold in Bryce
Well, he
Young,
thought,
and he
yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck
where he
everybody
thought
else.
I
yeah, he
didn't
said
want
fuck
Bryce at the
everything
start
else.
anyway. I
I'm gonna
didn't.
give up this. I'm gonna give up the ship and go get Bryce Young. Man, god damn it. Well,
Man.
one thing I will say, go, and this is why I say I'm more focused on what the team is doing instead of just Bryce Young because
Right.
of the fact that I understand we could drop a quarterback and be successful. I think
Mm-hmm.
that David Tepper is getting his shit together. I think he's doing a
Right.
much better job as an owner at this point versus back in 2018 when he bought this motherfucker.
Right.
How you feel about that? You think he's doing a better job or what?
Yeah, I don't disagree with him doing a better job. I mean, we got a renovation on the way as well. We got a renovation on the way. We got a lot of things he's doing right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine how it would feel. Well, and it's an insult for me to even talk about how it would feel to be an owner of an NFL club. I mean, he's been a billionaire.
Hey.
I could understand him probably wanting to put his own fingerprints on it. Maybe he didn't know no better than to,
Yeah.
say, I'm gonna override my
Yeah.
GM and my coach on this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, y'all got to look for Bryce Young being here. That was all tell. But blaming Scott for not taking the tools because see he was saying I didn't take the 2 1 because I'm those were the foundation pieces that I was going to use to build you a top 10 defense.
I mean, but he didn't pay Brian Burns though.
But that was after the fact. After you go out here and come back and win 5 games again and win 2 games the next year, now he had to pivot. He had to go a different. He was going a different direction. You couldn't afford to pay Burns, build a damn offensive line, go get receivers. You couldn't do that. I'm telling y'all now, you can't afford to pay Bryce and continue to maintain what you got to do to keep him mediocre like he is.
All up against the cap next year.
Yep.
I keep
Y'all
telling
got
y'all.
some tough decisions to make.
Well,
I mean, I can.
hey,
I mean, I already know like two guys that's probably gonna be gone. Maybe 3 if he gets hurt again. But you know,
Yeah, how y'all think Red them was able to pay Kyle Pitts, going to potentially pay Bijan, pay Drake, and this and that? They're not
because
paying
they
no
have a lot
quarterback.
of cap space and they're
They're
not
not.
paying a quarterback.
They're not paying a quarterback. That's the main
What
thing,
up,
Fred.
fellas?
They're not paying a
Yeah.
quarterback.
What's up, Sid? What's up, Sydney?
What's happening, Sydney?
Not much, man. Trying to get ready to get ready for work in a little bit. Don't want to
Oh
though.
boy.
Oh, get that bread, bro.
Yeah, I
Get
mean, hey, look, listen.
that
It's a
bread.
business. It's a grind, Sydney.
Uh,
Get to that bag, bro.
Man, body telling me to slow
Yeah.
down. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, the season's almost. Well, the season's already here. I mean, the injury bug is hitting everybody.
Damn, so
Yeah,
it hit us.
man.
It
You
hit us
know, it's
hard.
hitting.
God damn. And we gonna miss that boy. Shit.
Yeah. Same way you didn't pay Rico, you ain't gonna be able to pay Mike Jackson.
I mean, Mike Jack is 30 though.
No, it don't matter. But I'm saying we don't even look at paying him. Don't even think about paying him. You're not gonna be
I
able to pay
mean,
him.
Red, y'all had any injuries on y'all camp?
Oh
well,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I'd
We
say,
started off.
I'd say,
Go ahead, my bad.
oh, yeah, and no, my bad, Red. Just to speak back to what Goat was saying, I would say that's why I think they've been being a little proactive with drafting people like Will Reed. You know what I'm saying? Because
hmm
I think the organization knows they're not about to pay Mike Jack.
I
Oh
also,
yeah, of course.
go. Timo is gone next season. So is Turk Wharton and maybe
Oh
Trey.
yeah, and maybe who?
Well,
Who's the
Trey might
last
be
person?
gone too.
You said who?
Trey, Trayvon.
Yeah, Murray.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we got him now. We got him under contract 2 more seasons. This season and another one.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that based off the fact that y- Ransom would be a great replacement because he's pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's so. I mean, that's why I say that. So because
Where
Timo
you
is
can free some
gone.
money up at. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
I mean, Turk Wharton is gone. I mean, that's for sure. He's gone.
Damn, that's good.
So
Mm.
I
So
mean,
I'm sorry, I ain't mean I was trying to I was trying to ask Red that
Oh
question.
yeah, you all right, man.
you good.
Nothing that's come out of camp like that, Sydney. You know, guys are showing up and putting on the pup list and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the guys that I think we already knew, like Troy Anderson, who has been with us for years and never can get healthy and get on the field, went on the pup list. But we haven't, and I'm knocking on wood, we haven't had anybody who has been put on IR. So it's not been anything major, but like
This
I
is only
say,
what day 2 for y'all.
yeah, they only reported 2 days ago, so
Yeah, we already had one good end. I hope we don't have no more. Shit.
It's
yeah,
prayers, man. But it tends to happen, and people say it's the young bulls who's trying to make a name for themselves rather than the vets. So,
Well, good thing we drafted Christian Miller. God damn, good thing we drafted him.
and I've been telling y'all he better than Brian Brzee anyway.
Uh,
So they
Christian
they,
Miller
they,
is really
they, they
good.
can talk
and
all that
then,
shit they
but you
want
know
to
what,
talk.
Red? But you know
Yeah,
what? That injury, because I want them to get rid of Goshov and Nathan Shepard. Now this injury got to keep their ass on the fucking team.
Oh, I see what
Them
you're
slow,
saying.
man.
Yeah,
Them,
yeah,
damn,
yeah,
them
yeah,
motherfuckers slow as
yeah.
fuck. I
Like
don't
y'all
want
could
them
have
on the
moved
team.
on. I see what you're
They
saying.
got to go, bro. We got to
And
get
I
somebody
think
else.
Pop mentioned yesterday that
They messing up a decent
that
rotation.
Christian Miller
But
he
we
play
got
a
that guy
totally
from
different
Ole Miss,
position
so
than
hopefully he'll
receiver.
pan out. We got some other people, so I don't know. I just hope he don't get no more damn injuries.
Yeah, injury. Yeah, that's why I don't like training camp.
So how many injuries y'all have on y'all team on the Panthers team, Freddie?
We have 2 season-ending
Hello?
injuries. What? What's up, Sydney? Can you hear me?
Anybody hear me?
Sydney, you might have to jump
Freddie.
out, jump back in.
I can
Yeah,
hear
he
you,
might have
Cindy.
to. Yeah.
You
Him
can
and
Yeah, I
hear
don't
us?
think
Red,
he can hear us
yeah,
though,
that's it.
Cindy. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he only heard Red.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cindy, can you hear?
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you then. I'm like, what the
Oh,
Okay, cool, cool,
Hey,
cool.
Sydney, can you hear me? Hey, Sydney,
Yeah,
can
I
you
can
hear
hear you
me?
now, but I couldn't
Okay,
hear you
okay,
then.
okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay.
yeah. I'm back in this bitch.
All
He said
right,
you
all
straight.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
this is
no,
why
man, me personally, I'm excited about this year, dog. You know what I'm
Me too,
saying?
bro.
it's a make or break
I'm
season, man.
excited.
I'm ready. I'm
Yeah,
ready because like all this talk gonna be put to rest.
exactly,
Is it really,
exactly.
Freddie? Is it
It
really? Is
is,
it
and
really?
No, it is.
I'm
It is.
well,
It is.
well,
Because,
well. It
well,
is, it is.
no, because guys like me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, go. Guys like me, all of them true Bryce Young fans, like I mean, true Bryce Young fans. I'm letting their ass know if he don't do it this year, man, that nigga trash. Get that nigga the fuck off
Facts,
the team. And and
facts.
and, and Freddie will let you know because Freddie done been around me. I don't sugarcoat about shit like that. I'll let a motherfucker
Right.
know quick. Hey, we all can argue about that shit. If he
Oh
don't do
yeah,
it this year, I'm
he
letting
gotta
motherfuckers
go.
know that nigga suck. I'm
Yeah, he
letting
gotta
niggas
go.
know this year that nigga suck, bro.
He
Real
gotta
shit.
go.
So
Man, look,
Well, right now he don't suck. He don't suck right now.
right
here we
now he's
go.
serviceable. Right now he's serviceable.
Here we
Oh, okay.
go.
Right now he's serviceable.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
serviceable for this season, man.
Yeah,
And if he
Right now he's
and if he
serviceable.
does it, and if he doesn't, man, there ain't gonna be no. Hey, there can't be no nothing you can fucking say because he fucking did it.
Exactly.
Nothing. Hmm.
Exactly.
So
He
I
don't
mean,
suck. So for right now, he don't suck. He don't suck
he's
right now.
serviceable, sir.
Hey,
Go.
go, boy, you funny, boy. You funny.
Yeah,
Hey, go,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
going to
Don't
go,
play, boy.
you going to Fan Fest
Yeah.
tomorrow, go? You going to
No,
Fan
fuck
Fest?
that. No, hell no.
Ah, damn.
No,
Mm.
Damn.
wasting my time on that shit. But I done been these last 5 years have drained me to my core.
No,
And
I feel you.
last
Hey.
5 and these
Mm.
last 4 and these 4 right here with this boy here,
Mm-hmm.
they just been draining, man.
Mm.
No, I feel you 1,000%. They really have because and the biggest thing for me is a lot of the talent. You look back and you look at a lot of the talent that we let go to put this team together right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I was
right,
just talking to my
right.
homeboy this morning, and when I said it on my show yesterday, and I said, I mean, look at what you could have, look. I mean, God, no, I don't even want to say it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
look at what we could have, look at
What
what
if
we could have amassed.
the
Jordan
things you?
Davis,
Oh
Jalen
Lord.
Carter, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels. I mean, the list goes on and on. Cooper Beebe. I
shit.
mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
Old boy from
That
the
could have failed
Patriots would
us
have
in the draft.
thrived over here. Old boy from the Patriots
Thrive,
would have thrived over here.
thrive,
Drake May, man, that
thrive,
boy.
thrive.
Shit. God damn.
And don't disrespect it like that. Great Drake, man. The great Drake.
Here we go. Here we go.
You a UNC fan. You a UNC
You a
fan.
trip, man. You a
Oh
trip,
yeah.
man. You a trip, man.
Hey, I give that
Um,
boy his respect though. That boy a dog, man. That boy is a dog. That
and
damn.
it's very good.
Hey, one thing I will say though, Goat, and I know you ain't gonna like to hear
Talk
this shit.
on.
That boy,
Talk
hey, look,
on.
look,
Is he
look, look,
really
look.
though?
Hey, Goat.
Because
Last year that
last I
boy
remember
played
his
a what
schedule before
schedule?
what's coming out
Last
last
year
year.
that boy played a
I
what
think the
schedule?
system made him
A
great.
cupcake schedule.
A
I think the
cupcake ass
system made him
schedule. I
great.
want to see.
Well,
I
well,
want to see
well,
what he do this year.
what did your guy play? He played a 4-play
I mean,
schedule too.
hey, but like I said, I
Did he
want to
win
see what
13
Drake may
games?
do.
Did he win
I want to
13
see.
games? So
We wasn't talking
you
about.
can only be who they gonna put in front of you now. That's
Hey,
all.
listen,
But you got to beat them.
listen. Dude, like I said earlier in the live, though, I understand that Bryce Young is not a Drake May style quarterback. You have to build a different type of team for him, bro. So that's disingenuous for you to say, my nigga. He's not Drake May.
See, but Zip,
He's not Drake May.
if I
He-
Red, I mean
Yeah, bro.
they gonna say I'm biased, Red. But do
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you
no,
see
no,
what
no, no,
he's
no, no, no.
presenting to you? Don't is he presenting an excuse to you, Red? With him saying he's
No,
not that
no,
style of quarterback and all that shit like that. Is he?
no, because
I mean,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that
no,
sound
well,
like to you,
because what
Red?
I believe is you can get a
mm-hmm,
quarterback in a lot of different packages, just like a Jeff
mm-hmm,
Garcia. If he's that motherfucker, he can take a team and do something with it. Drew
Don't
Brees.
matter. Don't even
If
matter.
he's
Don't even
that
matter.
motherfucker, he
Yeah.
don't have to
Don't even
be
matter.
like a Tom Brady to be able to lead a team.
These top
You know,
guys
but
have
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
These
say
top
this.
guys have
I'm,
different
Hey,
coordinators
Red.
every year,
I'm
different
gonna
Hey,
say
Red.
this
receivers
because
every
I
year.
heard Sydney.
Yeah.
Asking the question about Drake May too, and I've been hearing this a lot. Everybody thinking that Drake May wasn't that good. I still remind you guys, he was the third quarterback taken in a loaded quarterback class.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only reason he was
No,
taken third is
Good
because of
point.
Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Good
You
point.
don't throw
yeah,
for
Let's
you
sit
don't
on it.
throw
yeah.
for 4,300 yards and not be good. You don't throw for 4,300 yards and not be good.
No, no, no.
You
I
don't
think
have
I'm
most
30.
not
people
You
saying
don't
he's
see it
have
not
that
30
good.
way,
sometimes.
I
man.
never said he
I'm not.
wasn't. Hold on, hold
I'm
on. I
not
never
saying
said
he's
he
not
wasn't
good,
good.
but he
There's a word that
he
I'm not
still.
gonna call, and you know what it is, Red, because I fucking hate the
Hey,
word.
Red, when you say Drew
Motherfucker
Brees,
piss
say
me off
put
with
great
it.
behind that now.
Okay, okay,
Yo, you heard I said Red?
I had to mess with you, Red.
okay. Hey, Drew Brees is great. I ain't got no problem saying that.
I
Yeah,
just
he
But he
mess
damn
with you,
sure
Red.
was.
is.
He was.
I just had to joke with you, Red.
He
You know how
was.
I
He
am.
was great. He was a great quarterback, man. He was
Now
a great NFL
that
That's
fuck,
a
quarterback.
man.
fact.
I
That's a
don't like
fact.
his ass no more. He
Mhm.
ain't say he ain't getting no prop. He gave everybody else props after the team he played for. Fuck Drew Brees right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
playing. I'm just
yeah. Drew
joking, y'all.
Brees,
Well,
I'm
he
just
being
Drew
joking. I'm just
Brees
facetious
was
joking.
a
because he
great
got to get in the
quarterback.
Hall of
Hey,
Fame.
Drew
He being
Brees was a great
disingenuous for that
quarterback.
one.
I don't know.
Yeah, he being
Yeah,
Just
disingenuous.
that's a
because I don't know
fact.
who
Drew
y'all,
Brees a
but
great quarterback.
I'm
Oh,
just joking.
absolutely.
I'm just joking, fella, y'all. That's how I do on these platforms. I just
Oh
joke
yeah,
with
yeah,
y'all.
Oh
yeah, yeah,
Lord.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
joking.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And if
Man,
you ain't
man.
hear
Drew
me,
Brees,
I was
great
fucking
quarterback
with you
though.
back too, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
I mean, Drake May is good. He's just not the E word yet.
Just because I'm Saint fan
Um,
listen, I was just joking.
He
Because
ain't
I'm
the E
sure.
word.
no.
Damn.
he'll run her up for it though. He just got to do it a few more
Damn.
times. He'll run her up
Yeah.
for it.
Shit.
I
Yeah.
mean,
He
he's
does.
Damn.
somebody. He's somebody. Go. Let's not get it mistaken now. If we were to talk about, if you were to have a conversation about an elite quarterback, he will be in that conversation. We're not just gonna shit on the nigga, but
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
you can't just put him as elite off of
No.
that one season he had last year. I mean, his rookie season was decent, but
Fuck no,
they
you
didn't win a
can't.
lot. They didn't win a lot.
That's what
Fuck
I'm
no,
I
you
saying.
mean,
That's why I
can't.
said the
but we just
system. I
comparing
talk
him
Fuck
about the
no,
because
you
system they
now
can't.
play
y'all keep
in.
telling me now what I'm talking to y'all because y'all keep telling me win losses is not a quarterback set. That's what y'all tell me all the time. So now I just
When
go
did
off
when did
of
you when did you say win losses
quarterback
wasn't a
number
Hold on,
one,
quarterback
hold on,
set?
hold
quarterback
on,
go,
hold on, hold on, go, hold on, go, hold on, go, hold on,
quarterback.
go.
That's what
I
niggas tell me all
made
the
the
time
statement.
now.
Hold on, go, hold on,
That's what
go.
niggas tell
I
me all the
made
time.
go, hold on. I
Go ahead.
made the statement that he's not the E word yet. That is my opinion because he has not done it consecutively. And I stand on that.
Hmm.
One season don't make you the E word, bro. It does not. If that was the
Yep.
case, if that was the fucking case,
Well, Freddie,
CJ
you right there.
Stroud would be elite. Jaden Daniels
Pull
would
up
be
and
elite, but he's not.
Daniels should be elite. Yeah.
But they're not.
who would be elite?
Yeah, but they didn't make it
Who
to
said
the
that?
Super
The
Bowl
last
though.
the last
They didn't
quarterback.
make it to the Super Bowl. There's one game that might catapult you to another level, and
Uh-huh.
he got there. Now,
Well,
would
he got there,
he would have won one, but yeah,
but as I said, but as I said,
He
Red,
carried the offense. He carried that offense
he
hands
did.
down.
He
He did
did.
carry that, but they did
He
have
does
an
that
elite
again,
defense as
then I could
well.
call. Hey,
They
look,
did
look,
have an
look. For
elite
me
defense as
personally,
well.
I need to see
right.
that consecutively. Like for real, he's got to do that consecutively. So no, he is
Hold on.
not elite
Okay,
to
Hey, let
I'm
me
me.
gonna
ask
just
y'all a
put in a little
question.
tidbit or whatever. I'm gonna just put in a little tidbit, and y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. An
Uh-huh.
AFC quarterback that can win you 13, 14 games in the regular season and knock off big dog because them ain't dogs up there in the AFC. Them wolves in the AFC. Them ain't dogs.
There
Them
you
ain't
go.
dogs.
Dire
Them is
Wolves.
fucking
Dire Wolves.
timber wolves.
Dire Wolves. There you go. Dire Wolves. There
Dire
we go.
wolves. You
There you
understand what I'm
go.
saying? Over
There
there
you
in the
go.
Yes,
AFC.
sir.
So now that's just my
Oh, Goat, you're breaking up.
about it. I'm just mine.
Goat, you're breaking up. I can't hear shit you saying.
Let me ask y'all a question, man. In this quarterback draft class, do y'all think y'all gonna draft a quarterback next year?
Mm,
Nah, I don't think so.
it's wait and
No.
see for me.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
we
saying.
are.
So be
We
careful
are.
what you ask. Well, y'all want to get rid of Braxton, but better be careful what you ask for because there ain't that many good quarterbacks coming out of college. So you better work with what you got until something pop up good.
I,
And then that Drake May thing,
that's part of
If Bo Nick would have played in that game, Drake May would have been in the Super Bowl. I guarantee they wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl if Bo Nick would have been playing.
I don't consider him elite either.
No, I'm not saying he's elite. I'm just saying Drake May wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl if Bo Nick would have been playing.
Yeah, one
that's
season don't make you
that's
elite,
very
bro.
arguable.
Like y'all gotta,
That's very
man.
arguable. Yeah, I don't think
So I'm
he's
not gonna be
elite. I
sitting there
think he's
giving
in the
Drake May the
No,
like
I
conversation
don't
of
like he
elite,
either.
just
but he's not.
did. So I'm
I
like,
don't
he had
either.
an easy schedule. I ain't gonna say he's not a. I'm not gonna say he's
He's a
trash.
good quarterback,
He's a good quarterback. I'm not gonna just
but
say he's
he's
like
not elite, bro.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
yeah, he's a decent
Nah.
quarterback. But I'm gonna see how his schedule gonna be. How he gonna do this year? Because I know they're
That
gonna
means
lose
you're
game
being
one.
disingenuous. That
He
means you're
gonna
being
lose.
disingenuous with putting guys who's been doing it for a long time, like the Mahomes, the Josh Allen, the Lamar Jackson, the Joe Burrow
I just
of the
think
fucking world.
I just think he
Motherfucker,
gonna
not
lose game
exactly.
no.
one.
Fuck no.
The
Absolutely not.
Patrick Mahomes. The Patrick
Patrick Mahomes
Mahomes.
is the literal definition of elite, bro.
Yeah, that's an elite quarterback.
Absolutely. That is the definition of elite. I mean, it doesn't get more elite than that.
What about Joe Burrow? As easy to say.
Joe Burrow and Matthew Stafford. Those are elite quarterbacks. So you're being
Yeah.
disingenuous when you're saying that Drake May's
What
elite
made
when
Joe
he's not.
Burrow elite? Because he went to the Super Bowl.
Well, Joe Burrow's played at a high level for Cincinnati for years.
He's been to a Super Bowl, but
Yes, he has,
he
and
didn't win it.
he's won an AFC
Yeah, I was saying
championship.
because he went to the Super Bowl. That was saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
Um,
Josh Allen has an MVP, and Lamar has
I,
two. So those are
I
elite
think
quarterbacks.
for Joe Burrow, it's the fact that he went so quickly. Because didn't
Right.
they go to the Super Bowl like his second year?
His second year, literally, after his
Yeah.
torn ACL, literally, yeah.
Came back and took him to a Super
Because he
Bowl.
tore his ACL, and
and
then he
then
went to Super Bowl.
if that's the case, well, you might well say, what Drake? What this third year, the second year going to Super Bowl for last year?
Second year.
Yeah, so
Second.
you might always if you're gonna put Joe Burrow's elite, you might well put Drake Make elite then. If we based off of
Mm-hmm.
that, if we gonna based off
Nah,
of
but
Super Bowl
Well,
He
games.
well,
definitely didn't
well.
have the
nah,
receivers that Joe
No,
Burrow
I'm
had.
just saying we gonna based off appearance of the
but
Super
no,
Bowl.
but Joe Burrow had a much worse team. If you heard what I said not only did Drake May carry that offense, but that New England defense was elite. Joe Burrow did not have an elite defense when they went to the Super Bowl by a
No,
long shot. By a long shot.
absolutely
That
not.
was a bad
Absolutely not.
defense. That was a terrible
Yeah, it
defense.
was. Yeah, it was.
He did that with T. Higgins and fucking Justin or not Justin Jefferson.
Jamar
What's that name?
Chase
Jamar Chase alone.
with a
Them
bad
three
offensive line and a
with a
horrible
terrible
defense.
offensive line and a horrible defense. There's a difference between that. There's a difference between
Joe
that. I'm
Burrow is an
sorry.
elite quarterback. I mean, come on. Let's
Now
just take that out the way.
Drake May
Drake
offensive
May's a
line
good
was pretty
quarterback,
bad
but he's
last
not
year too.
elite. No, he's not
Drake
elite.
May offensive
Y'all
line was
got
pretty
see
bad last year
y'all
too
gotta
though.
look at everything. Y'all gotta look at everything those said quarterbacks produce and carry the whole and put that team on their back and be a reason for a lot of those wins and losses. Just like you just said about Joe Burrow that year. You remember Joe Burrow got sacked 10 times in that semifinal game.
And
The
still
He
defense
couldn't
won.
was for
see.
shit.
Yeah.
And
Still
still
won that
Mhm.
won.
motherfucker. Okay. Once
Mhm.
again, weapons wise, that y'all keep giving right. What did Drake have last year? When you bring up somebody like Justin Herbert, look at what the team does and look at the numbers that he come out with every year. Come on, man. Y'all got it. You got to. I don't know, man.
So let me get this straight. One season makes the quarterback elite.
Not
Is that what we're
elite,
doing
Freddie.
here?
Not elite, Freddie. But like I said, when you put
I never said he
context in
wasn't
it,
a good quarterback though.
yeah, when you
Yeah,
start putting
that's
context in it, but you can't
That's the
just throw away.
problem here.
Just like the way we come around here and throw away your boy rookie year, and then we want to take little pieces, you know what I'm saying, from people and put other people, put pieces over here and put other pieces up. Well, you can't do that. And you win 13, 14 games in a single season and not have like top this, top that. Like somebody won them games. I don't
I
give a fuck if
never
they
said
played
that he wasn't a bad
Fayetteville State
quarterback though.
University
I never said that he was a bad quarterback though.
since you the Bill boy. I don't give a damn if they play Fayetteville State.
Here
If
we
they
go.
win, if he
You
win the
just throwing
game,
a shot at me for
it
that,
don't it,
or you
it
being
don't
for
matter.
real with that?
Yeah, I threw that at you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I guess, man. I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
Man,
guess.
bro,
yeah,
Freddie,
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
called my phone, bro.
Nah,
Somebody
man, you
got me.
straight. You straight. But I was
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
yeah, right. Cause he's trying to argue my point that one season doesn't make the quarterback elite because you're being disingenuous when you talk about other quarterbacks who are elite. Like you're being disingenuous when you say that.
If
'Cause I
Bryce
don't
gave
Oh,
y'all
cool.
anywhere, if Bryce gave y'all them numbers right there and won 13 games, what y'all be saying about him?
who? Well, I ain't other
We be
people,
saying
bro. I ain't other
we be
people.
saying he's a good quarterback. We
And
be
Zip
saying he's a real
and
good.
and Zip can
He's a
attest to this.
franchise.
I wouldn't call him elite either.
So
I don't know what the.
in year four, Bryce Young won 13 games, throw for 4,300 yards,
I don't give a fuck
and
how
have
many yards he throw for in one
35,
season. Don't make
35
you elite.
touchdowns.
Make you fucking elite, bro. You had a good
But
Nah.
season.
I just said year four. He
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah,
See,
nah,
see, some people gonna say,
nah.
"Oh yeah,
But
I
you
told
missing the
y'all."
point.
All you had no, but
You're
listen
missing
to
the
what I'm
point,
saying,
go.
Freddie.
You missed the
Listen to what
point.
I'm saying, though, Freddie. People are gonna say, "Oh yeah, I told y'all." That was it. It clicked. He's him
Here we
now.
go. Here we go.
Well, what this is what I would say to that, though.
Jesus, here we
If
go.
that with that he would have to take us to a Super Bowl on top of that production, and even then, I still wouldn't say he's elite. I would call
No,
him a franchise quarterback, though. I would say he's a franchise quarterback, though, for sure.
I would not call him elite, bro. Like, no.
I'd
And
say
my
he's a
stance is
franchise
firm
quarterback,
on
though.
that. Yeah, my stance is firm on that. Like, absolutely not.
Okay.
You got to do that shit consecutively for me personally.
I think a
Can't
quarterback
do
can
that.
move himself into elite status with one
Man.
season, but
Hey,
I
hey.
don't know if he can
I
stay
think that's a
there. I don't
subjective,
know
like
if he can
opinion
stay
based
there.
though.
I don't know if he
I'm
can
having
stay
no
there.
fault right
Right. That's the
So
thing though, Red, because that's the thing for me.
are quarterbacks put into elite status in perpetuity? I mean,
What
does
you
that
mean?
mean that once he's elite, he stays elite?
No.
Oh
Well,
man.
again,
Hold on, Red. I
that
didn't
comes
hear
with
your
doing it
question just now.
consecutively though, Red. But
Yeah.
that comes
So
with doing it
what I was saying
consecutively.
is,
If you don't do it consecutively,
are
no.
quarterbacks put into elite status in perpetuity? Like once you consider them elite, do they remain elite forever?
No.
No, no, no.
Okay.
You can
Okay. Then.
No.
they can fall off. They can fall off, and what you can do is go back and say they had elite play at a certain point in their career, but no,
Right.
they don't remain elite.
No.
No.
No, definitely
Okay.
don't remain.
All right. All right. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
That's all I wanted to know.
Because if they stayed there, Red, that means you consider CJ Stroud an elite quarterback. No. Fuck no.
So now CJ Stroud, so he's just a good quarter, but he ain't played long enough. He just going in there 4 years.
Exactly. Oh
Well,
my. Thank
he's put
you. Jesus.
outside of his turnovers, he's put up pretty decent numbers. You know what I'm saying, as a
He's a
quarterback. So
good
you could call him a
quarterback. He's
good
not
But
elite.
see,
quarterback.
He's
but
not
see,
an
Yeah,
elite quarterback.
but see,
he's not
look,
elite though.
Freddie, what I'm saying though,
What's
Freddie,
going
is
on,
this
man?
right here. I know you ain't gonna put him as elite. He ain't played. Drake going into his 3rd year. I'm not gonna call
Right.
Drake elite. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Right.
fucking with you. Y'all know I fuck with Drake because I'm a Carolina fan.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, this is
Okay.
what I'm saying right here. For a quarterback, Bryce Young going into year 4, year 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna say contract wise, when you can cover that and you can pay somebody money. When I pay y'all,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a businessman. I tell y'all this.
Ooh, go. You cut out. You might be in a bad area because I know you driving.
Well, I'm gonna leave that damn shit.
Yeah. Sydney's stupid. Sydney's stupid.
You heard that shit? Oh my bad.
Yeah, I heard that.
My cousin Red elite. I
You
got like
damn
this.
right I'm elite.
Red is an elite vet. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. I'm an elite shit talker.
That's.
And I'm
Oh
proud
God.
of it too.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
proud
Red,
of
Oh.
it.
nah, Red, nah, Red. You're an elite rage baiter. That's what you are, Red. You're an
That,
elite
that, that
rage
He
too.
has
baiter.
That too,
elite
Zip. That too,
IQ. Hey,
Zip. That
hey,
too,
hey, hey,
Zip.
hey,
That
hey,
too.
hey,
That
hey,
too.
hey, 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 hey.
Yes,
He's
sir.
in a
Yes,
he
sir.
has elite
Uh-oh.
IQ as well. So like I gotta give him credit for that
Well,
too.
thank you, Freddie. Thank
What's
you.
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
for
I'm
sure,
up
for
here
sure,
talking.
for sure, for sure, for sure. And I feel like I'm on the road to creating me an elite platform, man. That's what I
Yeah,
feel.
yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
you know, you
With
know.
me, guess appearance
Yes,
is
you
gonna
are.
be elite, brother.
That's right. That's right.
That's why I made
Hey,
it so
man.
elite right now. Goddamn.
I appreciate the support from Red Swarm, as I said, because he a heavy hitter. I appreciate that, Red.
Yes, sir. You know we got you, my
That's
boy.
Nah,
cousin Red. That's
so,
cousin. Hey,
so.
that's cousin Pete for you.
nah, Red.
That's right.
Nah, Red got good energy, dog. You, hey,
You remember that?
Oh,
you need
absolutely.
somebody like Red. You need
Absolutely.
somebody like Red in the room to keep shit balanced. Cause
Oh,
I
that,
try
he ain't
absolutely.
to,
gonna let it
Zip.
go, but so far, you know what I'm saying? He
That's
ain't gonna,
right.
but he gonna
That's right.
stir up some shit
Absolutely.
at the same time.
That's
Oh,
right.
You know what I'm
That's
absolutely,
saying?
right.
man. Absolutely.
And Zip, I try my best not to go too far, even with it. And this is what another thing I try to do too, Zip. It's been a few times where somebody have triggered me, but most of the time, what I try to do, bro, I try to make sure I keep it light and humor. Even if I
Right.
take a
Yeah.
shot, I try to at least let somebody know, hey man, I was joking. I was
Right.
clearly joking.
Right.
If they can't tell from my tone, then I'll even double back. Like I did with J Live yesterday. I'll double back and say, hey, I was wrong for that, man. You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Yeah.
And Zip, I'm gonna tell you something. If a grown ass man can't have enough humility to say when he done offended somebody, I don't want to be around too many niggas like that, Zip, because a nigga like that
Facts.
might trigger me, man. You
That's a
feel me,
fact.
Oh
Zip?
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I
That's
feel
a
you
whole
one
yeah,
fact.
thousand percent. Hey,
yeah,
and
man.
Red, it's crazy too. It's crazy too, cause me, I'm shit. I ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 32 years old, but
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of people I done been coming in contact as of recently. Oh, you got an old soul. You don't act like these young people.
You
I know,
do,
man,
you do.
because people ain't like how I was raised. I was raised real military. My people, both my mom and my daddy retired out the Navy. So,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
oh yeah,
they
Hmm.
didn't play about a lot of shit, doing
yeah.
right by people, having integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So, like you
yeah.
said, Red, when you run into people who ain't like that, you learn not to be around them. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you,
Right.
thank
Facts.
you. Cause it ain't gonna be long before some trouble get around there, Zip. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
Exactly.
Hey,
And somebody gonna know the proper way to navigate the situation, and somebody ain't. You know what I'm saying?
that's right,
Fact.
bro.
hey,
That's right,
Red
bro.
cousin
Mm.
Pete, y'all keep telling y'all that. That's cousin Pete.
Cousin Pete. Up in that room, cousin Pete.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
know,
Cousin Pete around this
the
mother.
Planet Justice. That cousin Pete.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hey, Red, your boy was on there yesterday.
Oh yeah, yeah. I stopped in for a few minutes, Sidney. So I
He
chopped
sound
it
Yeah.
up with him, and I was glad to see him back. To be honest
he
with you,
sounded so calm. I'm like, damn, it's the same
Mm,
person.
mm, mm, mm,
he
mm,
really
mm,
did.
mm.
He really did. He really did.
You know.
Yeah, man. I think Izzy went out and found him though. To be honest,
Ha, 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 ha.
I told that's his uncle. Y'all think, man, come on, come
You
on
I
now.
think
crying,
Izzy went
bro.
out and found him.
Yeah, that's his uncle. He called him. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
weak,
Oh,
y'all,
go
bro.
back
y'all
to the
think I'm
show.
lying? Just think about the situation, man.
Y'all too funny, bro. Y'all too funny.
All of a sudden, he pops back on him. Can we? Come on now, man. Come on.
I mean, the
You
season's
might be
almost here,
right, Sidney.
Sydney. Sydney's almost. The season's
Yeah, but
almost
still,
here.
though, think about it, man. That's just too quickly, man. That's his uncle. He just don't want to. He don't want nobody to
I'm
know.
I'm just
I'm
ready for
glad to
football
have him
again,
back up
man.
there.
He don't want nobody to know. That's his uncle.
I just hope nobody have no
Yeah,
more
that's
damn
funny as
injuries,
hell.
man. This shit is crazy.
That shit is
Woo.
hilarious.
We lost one of our
Yeah, that
best.
shit funny. Hey, you
Yeah,
talking
them
about for the
season
Saints,
ending
Sydney?
ones is the ones that hurt, but kind of sort of too. The you know, I used to hear this and then I'm like, I don't know if that don't sound right, but I think it is something to be said when it happens earlier rather than later because you got time to go out and find a replacement for that
Right,
play or that player. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah.
But look for us, we got a little depth.
Nah, nah.
I'm glad we got drafted some
Oh,
people. We
go,
got a little
yeah.
depth at that
You
position.
cut all the way out because I was
Yeah,
guessing
yeah, yeah,
that you was driving and you caught like a dead spot or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Nah, man, you straight though. You straight.
yeah.
I
No, I was just
appreciate you
agreeing
being
with
on
you,
my
Red.
panel though. Real
Oh
shit.
yeah, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna let you go nowhere because you gonna owe me money.
Okay.
Here we
Go
go.
nowhere.
They go on
Hey,
your
listen
ass,
to him.
boy.
Listen to
I'm
him
washing
talk.
your
Listen to
hands.
him talk.
Yeah,
Hey, what
I
y'all
ain't
bet
doing that.
again? What y'all bet again?
It's
Right
350
here.
on Bryce Young throwing 3,800.
Yeah.
38.
Yeah, 38.
I know. Hey, that's a pivotal bet. That's a pivotal
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
So
I
you
ain't letting him
saying?
go
So you
nowhere.
betting he ain't gonna throw 38?
Goat is.
Yeah, yeah. Goat saying he not gonna throw
That's more than
38.
$200 a game, Freddie.
I know how much it is. I know
You better
exactly
be
the
Fred. So you
amount.
better be calling Bright Elite so you can get
You
the
said hold on. You
38.
said that's what? You said that's what?
Yeah. It better be
That's
kind
more
of
than
elite.
You will
two
not catch
hundred.
me saying that.
That's more than
You
200 yards a game.
you
It
better
is.
start.
It's
If you want to win
actually
that bet, and you want
it,
to win that bet,
it's
you start
actually
calling Elite.
220. It's actually
Elite Young.
220, Red. It's
Yeah.
220.
That man name is
Oh,
Bright Elite Young.
Oh God. Stop it. You
nah,
gonna
hell
get
no. We ain't
you gonna
saying none of
get
that, my
you gonna
brother.
get fuck no. You gonna fucking get
If y'all can protect
Coach
him
PPP up
and get a
here.
good running game, he'll put up some numbers. Trust me.
You
He'll put up
said
some.
what?
If they can protect him and get him a good running game, he'll put up some numbers. Trust me, he did that Bama. Trust me, he can get the
Y'all
ball
keep
out
Well,
there.
well,
The Bama fan.
I said, there we go with
I
that
saw that
Bama
coming.
shit.
Yeah,
There we go with that
yeah,
Bama shit.
okay.
There we go with that Bama shit.
Oh God,
I
I saw
guess
that
all he
coming.
need is Nick Saban.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Oh yeah, they got the wrong
Jesus.
coach
Yeah,
for him.
there
They
we go with
live
that
Oh
out
Bama
there.
shit.
Jesus.
See,
Here we
that's the
go.
problem. That's the
Here we
That
problem.
go.
Bama
Nick
shit.
stayed when he fucked up. Nick stayed in his ass. That's the problem. Y'all ain't got a coach gonna stay in his ass if he fuck up.
well,
That's the
Nick did a
problem.
little bit more
well,
than stay in his ass.
well,
Nick had five-star football players
Shit,
across his front line
but
at
Nick
receiver,
just
That's
at
a
gave
good
running back,
point.
everywhere else.
Nick just
So
hey,
Good
hey Red,
point.
Nick just gave that look.
well,
He ain't had to say nothing. He just gave that look.
nah, but Sydney, I'll say this though. Sydney, I'll say this though. We might not have that coach that be on his ass like Nick Saban, but the circumstance that he in this year, he ain't got no choice. If he ain't on
I
his own ass, that boy ain't about to be playing for the Carolina Panthers long. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
absolutely.
saying?
bro. Like I said,
Facts.
for the next 2 years of college football, who do y'all see out there for the next 2 years in the college draft? They gonna replace Bryce Young. And now you think you got that person, then yeah, y'all get rid of him. But I don't
Yeah.
see
Oh
nobody
man,
there.
you crazy. You got at least 5 guys right now that can
Who?
do it in this draft.
Who?
More
Are you
Mario.
serious?
Yes, yes,
Man, okay. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm crazy. I'm
All right.
crazy.
See you okay. Yeah, is that what you believe? Hey,
What,
that's your
what, what,
belief.
I mean, what has he done? What you're a Saints fan, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And please don't
how
blame
you
no
telling me?
collar Chuck. Please,
How
but
you telling me? But I'm saying,
I
no,
ain't
I
on
ain't
that
bringing. I like
bandwagon.
Shook. I
Uh,
like Shook. I
I
like
ain't
Shook.
on. He my quarterback, bro. I'm not like too sold on him just yet. Cause I got, you know what I'm saying? Cause everybody wanna crown him and on in our community, and I just not there yet until I see this year how he plays. Then once he start playing good and when he first 2 3 games, then okay, then I might go ahead and just like, yeah, that's our quarterback. I'm just like, really, right now, I think he came in on the easier to get back end of the schedule. So, and I might
And
get
now
Mm,
criticized, and I might get
now
criticized for the
teams
same thing.
mm,
And but I'm always,
interesting.
so
Oh,
you
bro.
know, I like.
Ooh.
I'm saying he my quarterback. I'm a ride with him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm going against him, but I just need to see a little bit more before I just say, "Oh yeah, this the guy."
Well, now what you're gonna see this year is teams got film on that boy now.
And I've been,
So
hey, guess what? And I don't say that. I don't say that playing time on the same one of these same fucking. They argue me down. So you know what? I say okay. I say yeah. I
Now,
say like,
I see a lot of his fundamentals is there. He has the intangibles and a lot of the fundamentals. That's you got to start with a base first. You got to
yeah,
have some type of base. You can't have limitations and then trying to start with something, and you already got limitations.
yeah. And now if he
Mm.
proved that he can handle the pressure because team may help, I mean, yeah, then okay, But like
You
those
know,
other,
so he showed me that on the drive on that last drive against the Falcons. He
When
should
the
have
main
showed you that.
when the main question is like, can his body handle a full 17 game season? Because he's never played a full football season.
I give you that.
like I said, I'm gonna ride with him because I'm a quarterback. I'm
You
not
ain't
going
seen
against
that.
him or nothing
The
like that.
real
But I just
question.
see a little more though, see how he handled the
I
pressure.
mean,
See, he never played before.
he had to worry without the. I mean, situational ball like when he played us and seen old boy coming and it was still gonna hit him. He had to worry without to try to get down the slide so he get that penalty. I mean, I seen a lot of things that he did. Within a couple games. I just not talking about the 2 games that he played us and the game that he played against the Falcons. Um,
Hmm.
that other what was that game?
You talking about the Tampa game?
The, was that a
You mean
You
the
Tampa?
talking
And
about
I
Tampa
want to say,
game?
you talking about
yeah,
the
because that was
Tennessee game?
like that third start that he was in.
It was
Um,
not well. The third start was Miami, and I believe he lost,
the,
and then he played
yeah,
Tampa, and then he played us again.
I think it was like the clock was coming down on that Miami game, and he just got a field presence about him. So now to take it on into next year, and like I said, you ain't seen enough of him because he only played 9 games, of course.
Right.
But this is what you want to see. I mean, like I said, I've seen some stuff watching some of y'all games, watching some highlights, watching some film that he has those intangibles. He has a good foundation
Mm. Well, not
to build
arguing the
on.
foundation. You just got to
To
see a
build
full
the
season
foundation.
of that
I got
to
to see a full
really
season.
assess him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I want to see
Yeah.
I want to see him play against a team he haven't played before. See how he hold up against that. How he
Right.
charm. Well, if he hold up well against a team he never played for, then yeah, we got us one.
Right.
That's what I'm
hmm
saying. He just said, well, because he played, he came like I said, he came on the back end of the schedule, so he struggled against the Rams,
Hmm.
but
He struggled
some,
against the Dolphins though.
I thought we could have won that game. I think Olave just mistimed the pass. I don't know what happened on that touchdown pass, but that would have been we could have won that game on that. But in the Atlanta game, we was driving to win, but he just
You were
I guess
driving.
I guess he
He was
see
driving.
who intercepted my bait, Jesse Bate. Somebody intercepted him.
I
Hmm
think it was Robert Alford.
Yeah. I don't think he saw that. I don't think he saw that play up. So
Yeah, he was driving, limited weapons. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I was
I mean,
D Alford, and
yeah,
he
Oh, D, my fault.
they had him pegged. They had almost jumped 2 routes on him. He was staring the receivers down, man.
yeah.
So yeah, they jumped the route on him.
Yeah, that's
Didn't they
one
call
thing
like
that
the
I've
same play
seen.
back to back, Red? So one that was just technically
Like I
film
said, he got a
study in
good
that at
arm
that
though. I
point.
ain't gonna lie, but he got a good arm. In his arm. He
Yeah, he
got a
got
good arm.
to work on. He does. He locks
yeah,
onto a
yeah,
receiver and sort of stay there. So
And
Mhm.
yeah.
that's one thing
He
that's
got
going.
plenty of room to grow now. He got plenty of room
Oh,
to grow.
absolutely, absolutely. It's
Yeah,
just like
but
it's just as you said that he's got the base, but we need to see that through a full 17 game slate how he plays.
well, that's one thing. What Red just said, I think that's just going to glare on film. You know how he stared down, but he has another receiver that he can look at. He ain't gonna have to stare at just Chris Olave now. Now he got Jordan Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jordan's gonna be like the X factor of that offense.
hmm hmm So I'm interested to see how that works out for him with
It'll be
Jordan
interesting.
Tyson, because because
The ceiling is
God
higher
damn. hmm
when it comes to him and Olave. The ceiling is higher, but you know, I do like Chris Olave. I mean, he's a Buckeye, so that's
Oh,
just me
you like
personally.
Ohio State?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm a Buckeye. I'm not a fan of like I could tell you a quarterback that caught my eye zip, and that's Sam Levitt from LSU.
Yeah,
Like that's
that's
me
one. But
personally.
he ain't coming out till when?
This year,
Oh, he coming out this year.
yeah.
See, that's why I say I need to tighten up on watching college football. I, mean, I don't watch
Hey
enough
man,
college
look.
football.
Hey, look, man. When I get bigger, I'll have college football watch parties and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
I do shit like that. We talk college football. We talk regular football. You know, this is what we do. And yeah, Zip. I got things planned with week 2. I'm gonna have good old Red Swarm as my co-host. That's gonna be enjoyable. That's gonna be fun. Um, you know,
Red
yeah,
about to pull up.
oh yeah, oh yeah. By that time, we gonna get Panther fans and Falcon fans in here, and we gonna be lit than a motherfucker.
I'm gonna have to pull up because week 2 I gotta work, so I know I ain't going to no games or nothing. I'm
Yeah,
getting the
cause
crib. Man.
yeah, cause that one's in Atlanta, so we gonna be.
Yeah, we got to get that lick back.
Oh, bring
Yeah,
it. Oh,
Red.
you
I
damn
don't.
sure
To be
do.
honest with you, Red. To be
No,
honest with you, Red. I don't know, brother. I don't know, dog.
Bryce kind
It's
of got
looking
y'all's
kind
Well,
of
number.
dark. It's
I've been
looking kind
saying
of
for a
dark in
while.
Atlanta right now.
I've been saying for a while something's got to give. Bryce
Me and you been
is
saying that, Red.
yeah,
That's why I said week 2. You my co-host. Whenever I do my
yeah.
pregame prediction, you my co-host,
Bryce is
bro.
4-1 against us in his history, and
Hmm.
Bryce has never won during weeks 1 and weeks 2.
Well,
So
something's got to
something's
give
gonna
this
give.
year. Something's got to
Ah,
give.
Yeah.
well,
But you
Red,
know what's
Red.
crazy though,
I like the
Red.
odds. I like our
But you know
odds. I
what's
like
crazy though, Red.
our odds.
If Bryce wins week 1, half of that is put to bed.
Hell
Yeah, half
yeah.
of that is put to bed. But you know what's funny though?
What's
The
up? Talk to
only
me.
the only the reason why I say I like our odds Zip is that
Hmm.
the only time that we have beat Bryce was during a week 1 game.
It was.
So that's like if it's week 1
It
and
was his
against
very first
Bryce,
game of his career.
it's like 100%.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
but
man.
this
I
is a
like
much
those
different
odds.
Bryce. This is a much different Bryce than you played the first game of his career, like Freddie said. You know
I
what
mean, the
I'm saying?
last. I mean, maybe after that first game, it kind of pissed him off, Red. And like every time that he plays y'all, he just seems to up his game, especially in your building. Maybe that just pissed him
Yeah,
off.
Well, it could be.
yeah.
It could be. But you know me, I
I
always look
think
at the
Bryce like
numbers.
playing in
Yeah,
domes.
yeah. Oh, Red for sure. And speaking of numbers, bro, hey, jump in the Cash App if you guys are in supporting the content, man. Or Red Apple Pay because I know he don't got Cash App. But it's for people who got Apple Pay as
Great
well.
segue,
Um,
Freddie.
yeah, for sure. Like, comment, subscribe. We on the road to 100 subs, man. Come on, man. The rookie of the year grinding right now. We grinding right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Y'all turn my dog up, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Show some love in the cash out, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He one of the youngest in the community doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And my dog know his shit for real, for real. He know his shit.
Appreciate that one, Zip. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. But see, hey, I'm glad I pulled up today too, Freddie, because I've been waiting to have a conversation like that
Yeah,
with not, I wouldn't say waiting to have a conversation like that, but
right.
there's been a few times I've wanted to have a conversation like that with Dope, but
Yeah,
I haven't been able to do that. So I've been
yeah,
able to do that
yeah.
on your platform today, and I
Right.
appreciate that, Freddie.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look,
Hey, my bad, fella. I got knocked off again. My phone wrong. I just
you
had to jump on my
straight,
other phone real quick before I go to work.
you straight. But
Yeah,
nah,
dog, you good,
man.
Cindy?
But yeah, man. As I said again, like I'm grinding right now, man, and I appreciate doing this shit, man. You know, I was thinking about. Well, I kind of did back to back lives. I did a live yesterday, and then I did one today. I had things to talk about. Got another
Yeah.
show, of course. And we don't get into like this. I got a lot of things I want to do during the season, things like that. Got a lot of things I want to do and plan out. So I got people in the background, doing the thumbnails and the things like that. Shout out J Pac. He's my executive producer in the back. Shout out Quantum, who's the
Hello?
On him. Real nigga.
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
a
man.
real nigga right there. I've been thinking about jumping into the the
Yeah.
podcasting world myself,
Mm-hmm.
talk for the Carolina Panthers. At first I was against it because I felt
Yeah.
like, we got so many great podcasters. I didn't want to
Right. Right. Right.
oversaturate it, but I
Yeah.
see how much love everybody shows. Like
Right.
everybody pulls up on each other's shows. So it's
Yeah.
honestly one big community.
Oh,
So
for
So
sure.
how
I'm
long you
thinking.
gonna be on here, bro? I'm finna get ready to hit the work. I'm gonna try to get on when I get to work. How long you gonna be on here?
Um, I'm gonna be on here until I get the noti that Izzy's about to go live. Probably.
I should be to work in about 15, 30 minutes. I can get back on. You still on?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, man.
You
Shit, that
know,
should
but
be raw, having people pull up on you, kick it with you, and talk.
oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure. Yeah, 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 for sure. When I felt like having my own space to where I could be the host of my own show, I just felt like it was. I just felt like it was warranted and necessary. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
that's like kind of what I
yeah.
felt. You know, I didn't. I just had to get my exposure up and my tools up. You know, like when I first met you guys, you Zip. You know, that shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie. You know, but having my own platform just made the most sense for me because I know what the
Yeah.
hell I'm talking about, and
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 you
it.
can control the chaos. You can control the
Oh yeah,
chaos on your own show. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Oh yeah, exactly. Because trust me, I enjoy the chaos. As I enjoy the chaos. I ain't gonna lie, but sometimes you gotta control that shit because it does get out of hand sometimes. Like, people get out of hand sometimes.
But no, Freddie, one thing I'll say to you though, bro, as you get older too, shit like that, you'll become more immune to shit like that. Like what went on, you know what I'm saying? That should just be that big brother shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you'll learn that when the guys get around, the guys get to talking shit. That's what we do, and sometimes the shit may get a little offensive,
Yeah.
not even offensive, but it might just get a little, it might get a little on your nerve. Like, man, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why you be hearing us argue so much. But at the end of the day, it's all love, though. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
for sure. I mean, this football shit is fun as fuck, and we got opposite points and different opinions on different topics, mainly the the quarterback. But it's all good, and I think the team is built around, and it's just really up to him to see what he's gonna do. That's why I like the schedule so much, because
Yeah, me too, bro.
the schedule is needed. It's definitely needed because there ain't gonna be
Eh,
shit anyone can say. If he does it, he does it. He doesn't, he doesn't. It's that simple. It's pretty cut
Me
and dry too.
personally, me personally, looking at, all the shit that Bryce Young has been through throughout his time as a Carolina Panther, and just looking at like the type of demeanor the little nigga starting to have, I think with the circumstances that's gonna be set in his lap, like I said earlier, I think they're
Mm-hmm.
really gonna open that playbook wide open and set that bitch in his lap, like, okay, run this. I really think Bryce gonna hulk up this year, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Especially if they give him, more of the ability to, call audibles and check out his shit on his own. You know
High
what I'm saying?
expectation.
Yeah, like completely switch up the play, start changing, calling hot routes and shit like that. Man, it's over with. It's over with. I'm
He
telling you,
he's
because
had that. He's had that ability.
he's had that ability.
He's had that ability.
I don't know, man. They seem like they've been kind of strict with the little nigga,
He's
you
had that
know.
ability. He's had that
Scripted,
ability.
real scripted play calling, go, you know what I'm saying? Calling shit and making that nigga like stick to what it is. Cause even when you look at some of the, like when we called that flea flicker, what game was that when we called that flea flicker
Tampa
in the fucking
Bay.
red zone? Yeah, you,
Tampa
you think
Bay.
Bryce Young, you think Bryce Young would have stayed with that play?
It's Bryce's limitations. What down did they call the free? What down did he call the free flick on?
That was first and
Y'all
10,
keep
bro.
bring y'all keep bringing up that free flick. What down did they bring the free flick on?
It's like first down.
Okay, once again, when we moving the ball, y'all got to look at play calling and situation. Cause
We was
everybody keep
moving the
bringing that.
ball. Yeah, yeah, we
You
was moving
was
the
you
ball.
you were not moving that ball like that. That's why Dave came up there and said, "Let me try some more trick shit." He wasn't moving the ball like that. We wasn't moving the ball like that. See, that's why I
Man.
come with play calling. I mean, y'all. I mean, I know y'all talk. We talk football every day, so you
Mm-hmm.
understand play calling. You got to
Mm-hmm.
throw something at somebody like Ty Bowles
Mm-hmm.
and what about name? Dave Canales know each other well. They're just like
Mm-hmm.
Elroy McVay. So
Right.
he got to throw. And then I see you 2 times a year, and you've been on my staff. Do y'all understand how many nights and hours and days that these guys, that Ty Bowles and Dave Canales, been in each other's face by him being the
Right.
offensive coordinator, him being the head coach? Like,
Right.
I
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
you think. I got to throw something at you that you ain't want to expect me to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try. He
Hmm.
tried to trick him.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still say that, and I feel like even at a time like now, if it's like you say, it's a chess match, head coach against head coach. The advantage there is having a Bryce Young check out of that and call something else, because now you, as the defensive line on the defensive side of the ball, you have to now tap into what that quarterback likes. What could this quarterback check into? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I feel like the potential, them allowing him to check out of plays and shit like that, was real limited. They probably told that nigga, "Hey man, check this out.
Now, once you
We gonna
had a
stick to
chess,
the we gonna stick to the
once you had a
no
chess match like that, the X factor does have to be a Bryce Young, but he has to be that damn good. You
yeah, he gotta
understand?
be
He
good.
just has to be that. If I know you, if we, I, my homeboy that I've been
Mm-hmm.
running the streets with, you understand what I'm saying? For
Hmm.
25 years. Me and him done been in some shit. And red, I don't know what red contested this, but me and red old coons, you know what I'm saying? And we got
Mm-hmm.
homeboys that we done ran the streets with for years.
Mm-hmm.
He can already say, oh, that's his type right there. He'll like that. Oh, he going after that now. You understand what I'm saying? Cause he know me.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We don't ran it, and I'm just talking about being in the club, running the streets, being in bars, and all type of shit like that. That don't have nothing to do with football. He knows me. You understand what I'm saying? Todd Bowles knows Dave Canales. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Evero knows Sean McVay. He threw something at him. X Factor would have been my quarterback if my quarterback is that good.
It's a good point.
Hmm.
It's a good point.
Hmm. I mean,
It's a
hey,
good
I
point.
don't know. Me personally, I don't, me being a quarterback in the NFL, me being a play caller in the NFL, I'm not calling a flea flicker that close to the red zone. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, if I have the ability, no matter what situation I'm in as a quarterback, I can be a 10-year veteran or a third year, second year guy. I'm just now getting that ability. I'm checking out of that all day long. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many different things that you could have checked into. That's the least likely called play. And I get it because that's what you're saying is true, GOAT. That is what it was. It boiled down to um Dave Canales and Todd Bowles knowing each other very well. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I have the ability as the quarterback to call out of a flea flicker in that situation, damn what the coach is saying. I'm calling out of that, bro. All day long. I'm sorry.
But you know he does though. I mean, think about it. Let's be real. If Bryce come back to the sideline and told Dave that was some stupid shit, man. I checked out of it. He ain't gonna snap. What he gonna do? Let's be real. What he gonna do at the end of the day? What he
Right.
gonna do?
Yeah,
Right.
I
What
mean,
he gonna
yeah,
do?
no, you're
So
right. You're right.
he has that
You're right.
he's been had that he had that ability with Frank, because y'all think about it. Frank went to the bully pulpit, which is his bully pulpit is when he does press conferences. Just like after camp right there, and they have the press conference that they do all the time. The coach has the ability to call people out. That's his bully pulpit, right there on the national
Mm-hmm.
stage or right there in the media or whatever. So he
Mm-hmm.
had the bully pulpit. The Frank said he wanted him to wear the wristband. Frank
Mm-hmm.
said that he wants him to wear the wristband, right? Bryce refused to wear the
Mm-hmm.
wristband. So Bryce Young had that power. I keep telling y'all. A lot of that hard head shit is Bryce Young. Y'all think he's sitting there that's just some little media bullshit that y'all keep talking about. He's some little quiet boy, nice guy. He's a brat.
No, you make a good point though when you talk about because that would directly come with when you get that sleeve, because that's what that sleeve is for. That sleeve is for you
Mm-hmm.
to be able to look at, something I'm calling. If I'm calling something and it's a little extended, you got the sleeve right there. And if you need to check out of something, you got the sleeve right there. So yeah, hey,
Yeah, check
shit.
out of it. Do something else. Move. I mean, but he's been had the ability to do that. Cause they say
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
supposed to be a high IQ guy. He's got the ability to do that. They ain't too many NFL quarterbacks. Now when Matt Rule was here and he want to be a dictator and told Baker and Teddy, don't stretch that ball out. You know what I'm saying? Over the goal line in the red zone. And when I call a play, that's the one I want. I don't need you to check it. He said that at the bully pulpit. Dave ain't never said no shit like that. They say he's high
Yeah.
IQ guy, this and that. Bryce has the ability to check out of plays.
I'll say one thing too. What with Dave, I feel like Dave is in a real volatile situation because it's a lose situation for him. Because if he say the wrong thing, now you got trouble with your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Now like how that go. And if you say the wrong thing, now you got trouble with the owner. Because the owner ultimately is
Mm-hmm.
who wants this nigga. The owner is who's
I,
trying
I,
to
I
the one who
and
ultimately trying to make this shit work. So
I'm
Dave is
keep
on
telling
thin
y'all.
ice, like Dave is walking on eggshells around that motherfucker.
I'm keeping telling y'all, man. Tepper done pulled out of that. Tepper done pulled out of that. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know where everybody's hitting this at. Bryce is not Tepper, baby. He's not his son. He's not this and that. Tepper done pulled out of that. If if if
Well, I
if
think I think
Dan now,
now,
yeah, now,
I
now,
think
now. I'm talking
yeah,
about now.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
now.
talking about now. I'm
Hmm.
talking about now.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
now.
now.
Now he
Now,
probably done
if
pulled
if
out.
if you're gonna get all three of them guys come to him and say it's time to move on, he gonna move on. When Dan
Hmm.
Morgan, motherfucking Dave Canales, and Brent Tillis come at them and say, when Brent, and y'all already know what Brent said. Brent said we can't afford to do this and that. Brent don't want to pay Bryce Young. Brent does not
Nah,
want to
he
pay
don't.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, he
And
don't want to pay him.
if Dave finally say, man, this is about all I can get out of him, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Dan
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, Dan Morgan want his job. Dan Morgan want to win. Dan Morgan want to be with them. So Tep gonna have to get. Y'all keep saying Tep. No, it's not like that. Not like that.
Nah. I understand that the decision is being made this year. After this year, at the end of this season, regardless of how it go, whether it go good or bad, they're making a decision on what they're doing for Bryce Young future. Even though
Mm-hmm.
they done picked up his 5th year option, even though they already did that, they're making a
But once again,
decision long term
it's
for this nigga at the end of the
it's
season.
it's like everybody tells me, what are we gonna do right now? Right now, we have no other choice right now. Yeah, because they know, okay, right now you ain't got no other choice. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You had to pick up the 5th year option. You didn't bring in years and years came along. You didn't develop nobody. You didn't bring in no competition. Yeah, you had to pick up the 5th year option. You know what I'm saying? They were gonna run this and the wheels fall off. Everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
don't know why people could look at me and say, well, what we gonna do? I know we couldn't. We didn't have the draft position, this and that. The best year was to get out for me in year 2 or 3 when we was up there in the draft. And maybe could have done something. But they still wasn't no quarterbacks coming out of there. When you gave up your number one, you fucked up. We fucked up. You fucked up the whole franchise. When you picked him, when you picked him, that was the wrong pick. It was just the wrong pick. Just the wrong pick. Move on. And now you got a chance
I
to move on.
mean,
There's no quarterbacks coming out. It's better quarterbacks coming out. My New Orleans guy, if he's still listening, they better quarterbacks out there. Yeah.
Well, I think the
Mm.
question is still unanswered. You know, I feel like I hear you. For you, the question's answered already. You say we
Oh,
move
it's
on
been,
from
yeah,
the
we in
dude.
that, yeah, we in that,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
Me
want to
personally,
Mm-hmm.
jump,
I think he
and
still has
I'm not
potential to.
changing.
No, 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 no. And I
Yeah,
respect that. I respect that. I
I
respect
respect you
that.
not changing
I've
though.
heard
That's cool.
I'm not changing.
you've had that stance. Go check this out. I've heard you screaming that for years now, my gosh. I've heard you
Yeah.
screaming that, but you know what I'm
Day
saying. I
one,
want to
the
say,
draft, at the
yeah,
draft. I cut the fucking
hmm
TV at the draft. I left my own damn show at the draft. I
yeah.
mean,
Mm.
I'm just saying, since I've been around, since I've, seen you on the podcast and all that, you've been consistent. I ain't questioning that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, me personally, that question ain't 100% answered for me because I understand. Well, I mean, I don't know. When you put it the way you put it with Tepper pulling out shit, well,
he's gonna pull out.
hey,
Trust me. I mean, you can go back look at the history. When you
yeah,
go back, it's all you gotta do is pull the tape. When Tep come here, right? He gave
mhm,
Ron Rivera them 2 years. So therefore, when people talk, oh man, he jumps and do stuff, that's not true. See, people just started saying that it grew legs and became an entity in his own. No, he didn't. He gave him 2 years. Yo, what we gonna do? Come on, let's see what's going on. Cam got hurt. This, that, the third. So he said, you know what? This is my team. I just paid 2 point some $1 billion for. Let me put my fingerprint on it, which I can't blame him. You wrote the check. That's why I tell people this all the time. Hey, that was his duck. You understand what I'm saying? That was his duck. So he goes out there. He says, okay, everybody be damned. I like this guy right here, Matt Rule. He turned around 2 college programs, this and that, and I'm going to double down and make him the highest paid coach in the league. Everybody was like, you're fucking up, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? Which he did. Okay, so that was his decision. What did he give him?
yeah,
2.5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even
hmm
8 or 7 year contract when he said, God damn, this ain't right. The reason why, because, okay, you got to think about it. Matt Rule did about three things that Tep didn't end up liking. He went and traded them picks for Sam Donald. Tepper went behind that. You understand what I'm saying? I keep telling you about David Tepper. David Tepper likes a name. He's a businessman. Think about it. He spent $2 billion on the team, so he got to have somebody to put on the side of that building. Somebody to put on the billboard. He's got to have his baby. You understand what I'm saying? Which that's what y'all said Bryce Young is, which it is. You know what I'm saying? This is his guy,
hmm
Bryce. That he can sit up, oh, yo, look, I got a Bugatti, I got a vet, I got, you know what I'm saying? You want to show your boy,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I bought this team, and this is my guy, and I got Bryce. You got to have somebody, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
hmm
when Matt did that, but you my guy, I'm going to listen to you. I don't like it, but I'm going with you because you my guy. Okay, so that ended up that flop. You see what I'm saying? When
Mm-hmm.
he went and got Teddy Bridgewater, right? Every time Tep went and did interviews and back, yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, this and that, and then as soon as Matt Rule got off of Teddy Bridgewater, he said, "What did Tep come out and say?" He come right back and said, "Yeah." He ate his words. He said, "Yeah, because Teddy's not the guy to get us this and that." But 3 months ago, you was right behind Matt saying Teddy, Teddy, Teddy. You see what I'm saying? So whenever he picks his guy, he's gonna stand behind his guy for a while. And then when that shit start to look like shit, he's gonna get off. He's not gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. He's gonna get off. He did it. He did it with Matt Rule when Matt Rule picked Teddy, and when Matt Rule picked Sam Donald. He come back. He said, yeah, this and that. Then he told Matt Rule, go get you a rock star OC. Those was his exact words. Go get you a rock star OC. Matt Rule comes back with Ben McAdoo, one of his buddies from the Giants days. Guess what? Tep didn't like that shit either. That's when Tep got rid of Matt Rule. So that was the 3 things that made him say, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this hard head motherfucker. Next. Frank Reich. Frank Reich coming there. It was a great story. First quarterback, this, that, blah, 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 ex-quarterback, first touchdown, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Great story. Even put his wallet behind it, give him a staff, no limit on the money, whatever. Frank couldn't make his baby look like a
Look
competent
good.
quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
but it was his baby. But once again, when he digs in and this is a guy, he's going to give his guy time. Then Frank bucked back at the Tennessee game. When Frank bucked back at the Tennessee game, that was it. Now, Dan Morgan, Dave Canales is not David Temple's guy. He wanted Ben Johnson. Y'all still got to understand the people we got in here now. Those ain't his people. He just got
Yeah.
stuck with them.
Well, didn't we bring in sportsology, and sportsology kind of puts us
Man,
in that direction?
that was for the media because he was looking bad after throwing the drink at people and firing people. Even the NFL told a lot of these motherfuckers around here it'd have been like NBA. You know how the NBA was getting rid of a bunch of coaches in 1 year and stuff like that. You fucking up the product. You see what I'm saying? You fucking up the product.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that because now coaches gonna come in there and say they ain't gonna want a job. They're gonna stay in other places longer or whatever. It's
Mm-hmm.
becoming a carousel. So the NFL, when Roger Goodell stepped down and said, "Hey man, y'all got to give these guys some time because you changing you changing these damn coaches like y'all changing your draw." You got to think sometimes them boys get handed $700-800 million. You know what I'm saying? Just like bonus money from this from the TV deal. Oh, this from this right here. This from this right here. That pay for the fucking coach.
Mm-hmm.
Top coach was when Bill Belichick was out there. Andy Reid was making like $25 million, y'all. That's peanuts for these guys, bruh. That's what y'all gotta understand. We could have had a new coach every year if he wanted to. That ain't shit. Ain't no
God,
money.
man.
They get that money. That's throw them walking around now money. That the league get. Man, they probably got a check this year for hell. It might be close to $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers worth like $4 billion now, something like that. He done doubled his money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yeah,
Cowboys probably worth double-digit billions.
Mm-hmm.
oh, they damn sure are. Jerry Jones, man. They do so much shit in the off season over there, man. That's it crazy, man. That's it crazy.
But I mean, it is what it is, man. It's deeper than I guess you put it in a pie chart and put like what goes on the field right there. You got to have talent on the field. You got to
Mm-hmm.
have, and then the contracts and the backdoor deals about, you know what I'm saying, and how I feel about this person, this and that, what actually happened, or whatever. We all know that Frank Wright did not want Bryce Young. Even though
Yes.
he went up there, he was bullied to go up there and say, "Oh yes, I did. I did." See that him being a yes man and shit like that. That's what got him thrown the fuck up out of here in 11 games because he didn't have a backbone. But the man did go behind the man back and pick Bryce Young. But Bryce Young shit is short, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, he on short leash. Cause Tep, even though he's Tep guy, Tep gonna spin on him. Tep gonna spin the
Mm-hmm.
block on him.
Mm.
I don't, like I say, I ain't against it. Like I said earlier, I want to win too. I just
Yeah, I
know
want to
that
win.
it wasn't gonna be no quick turnaround on Bryce Young. I knew it wasn't gonna be
Uh,
no quick turnaround. So I looked at it as like we might as well evaluate the shit out of this nigga. So,
Yeah.
you know, we could sit here and complain about him all we want to, but he gonna be here, and I
I mean
knew
this.
that.
Again, this is the year, Zip. So now it's time to.
Yeah. This is it. This is it. I hope y'all know
Yeah,
this is it. This is it.
yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Nah. I know. I
I
know
mean,
this is it.
this is the end of what y'all call the Civil War, which is what y'all call it.
Oh, and it's going to, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to get beautiful around here again, where we used to, you had a lot of people beefing with people and all type of stuff like that, off of, not personal shit. Don't think it's like people don't like people personally. Like they
Yes.
don't like a lot of their fanning now. They don't like a lot of their stances. Or, you know what I'm saying? What they say
Mm-hmm.
about this guy, because it does get like that with football, with our teams and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
People call me a
Yeah.
non-fan every day. I don't know how I can not be a non-fan every day. I'm 50 years old and been with this motherfucker since day one. Day one. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm older fanning than some of the people calling me not a fan. You understand what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you guys own opinion. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. I just don't like the quarterback. And I can sit there and pick out any fucking player of my team that I don't like. I got that prerogative. You know what I'm saying? I got that
Yeah.
prerogative as a fan to say I don't like this nigga right here to play for us. I don't
Right.
like this guy right here to play for the Cowboys. I don't like this guy right here to play for the Green Bay Packers. I can say that all across the league.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
I
know
mean, there
what
Yeah.
it
are
is.
people
And
that I'm
I'm
not a
not,
fan
yeah,
of. I'm not a fan of Chuba Hubbard. He's solid enough, but I'm not a fan of
yeah,
him.
yeah. And that's your prerogative. Not like Chuba. I don't like Chuba either.
Hey,
You
hey,
Yeah.
know,
there
not
we,
Me.
hey,
explosive
go.
back.
Hey, we do have something in common. Go. Holy
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, we
Yeah.
do have something
he's
in
not an
common.
Yeah.
explosive back. Like we should have
Yeah.
paid
Absolutely
him. Ain't
I.
no
not.
fucking way. Ain't no
Me.
fucking way in hell we should have paid that motherfucker.
Ain't
Ain't
no
no
way in
way.
Yeah.
hell. Ain't no way in hell, bro.
Hell,
Fuck
Yeah.
no. Hey,
Well,
yo, go. Hey,
I,
yo,
I
go.
think,
I
I
am
think,
hoping and praying,
yeah.
hoping
So
that Jonathan
I
Brooks can
think,
do something.
yeah,
Because if he
facts. That's what
can,
I'm hoping.
because I don't
What you
want.
think about that, Goat?
I'm not a fan of Chuba Hubbard at all.
I mean,
What
I'm
you
I'm
think?
if
good.
What you think JD give us this year, Goat? What you think if he healthy?
I'm not putting a whole farm behind it because, like I said, that's a running back position, and you got
Mm-hmm.
two tears. You know what I'm saying? Two tears
Mm-hmm.
on that same knee, man. That
Right.
you got to thump. You got to thump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have a thump at some point in time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know if
yeah.
it'll hold up. I'm not a doctor. I didn't see the X-ray or the
Right.
MRI and all that. You know what I'm saying? How it came back or what it. Like you look at Tyreek. We was talking
Oh,
about the other day. Tyreek said he still don't got strength in his shit. You understand what I'm saying?
ouch.
See, you
Yo.
gotta see this for this from a guy that's had like I said, I have my rotator cuff cup torn, right? So
Mm.
your range of motion is you're never gonna get that back anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they
Right.
what they do
Yes.
to that, they don't you don't never grow that back. See, they cut out the tear because
Right.
see the tear the way the surgery is or the procedure, you cut away the torn tissue so you can
Right.
get to the healthy tissue. So every cut they make, you talking about you know what I'm saying, lengths, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
like minute, but that's a range of motion, or that's you know what I'm saying, strength, or
Right.
that's you know what I'm saying, where you're able to. All right, so now when you rehab, and that's why they say how they take to the rehab, how they take to the rehab. It's like, okay, you got to start. They got specific things that you do to build around, cater to you to build around where you need to be at to help
Right.
strengthen what you lost.
Right.
So, but he's lost something. It's a part of
Mm-hmm.
him. Like I'm gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
a part of your soul is gone.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's not the same. He's not the
Right.
same. Let's throw the E word. Let's say he's a elite back. You know what I'm saying? And he was 30% over everybody else. Now he's only 20.
Oh,
So
holy
he's still
shit,
good.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
He's
God.
still a bad motherfucker, but you know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
not what
yeah,
he
yeah.
was. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
By
Okay.
no means.
Well, shit. By what you saying, because here's the way I see it, Goat. And let me see if you pick up what I put down when I say this. What I see out of Jonathan Brooks is I see a high confidence. Like, you know, when you see some of the best running backs and they got that high confidence in their ability to play the position, like the way they carry themselves, they think they just say they're bad. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Hmm.
the only thing that I say with Jonathan Brooks is if he can get his body to match that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like when he get
Yeah.
out there and he go to make a cut and he's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm finna juke this
Yep.
motherfucker. If his
Yep.
body stays there with him, god damn it, we got somebody, man. We got
But
somebody.
Because I'm
that's the
not.
thing of what I just
Oh,
said
good.
though. Your
Uh-huh.
with the injury, my mind could be saying that, but my body is 10,
Right.
15% less than what you know what I'm saying, what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
Mm-hmm.
hoping that he realizes because you don't want him to say, oh, I can do this shit here. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, one time I told like I said, the rotator cuff. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, man. Going back out there playing pickup ball and stuff like that. You know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, man, I'm good. I feel good. I feel, what I'm saying? But then
Mm-hmm.
boom, little information set in, you know what I'm saying? This and that set in. And it's like, oh man, this range of I can't go all the way back like I used to. You can tell
Right.
like it's on my left arm, you know what I'm saying? I can't do what I
Mm-hmm.
can with my right. So it was like,
Right.
oh shit. Yeah, I realized, yeah, I got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
never be back right.
yeah.
Right. 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 Yeah, man.
Well,
But
shit, I'm
I'm not the biggest fan of Chuba. Everybody keeps saying that Chuba's just this certified RB1. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker was an RB2 when he got drafted. This nigga
Yeah,
was never an RB1 to start.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not a fan of Chuba Hubbard, bro. Not at all. I'm not the biggest fan of Chuba. I don't. I
yeah.
understand why
I,
so many people bark him up, as you know, Zip. Hey, appreciate it, real in the field, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
you're real in the
Um,
field talking about. Hit the link, nigga. Hit the link. Yeah,
Shout
damn
out
it.
to Real in the Field. Said great show. Appreciate that one, Real in the Field, man.
Oh, okay,
Appreciate you,
okay.
my
All
dog, bro.
right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
my
yeah.
dog, bro, for sure.
That's another nigga we be yapping at, man. We be yapping at his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, hey, don't call my nigga out, bro. He gonna pull up. Hey, Real in the
Oh, he can
Field.
pull up. He
Oh
can
yeah,
pull up.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He gonna pull up for
I stand.
sure.
I stand on it. You know what I'm saying? I stand on all business stuff. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
But
yeah,
nah,
yeah, yeah.
nah. I think that Jonathan Brooks being, who we need him to be is gonna really unlock this offense. Now, I hate to put it this way, but that shit may unlock Bryce Young ass, man. That shit may
Mm.
unlock his ass. Imagine if, because what I'm seeing is, like you were saying earlier, Goat. You know, we don't. The past few years we haven't really had that yak guy or that rat guy, somebody who will get the ball and take off. I feel like that's what we're searching for at this point. Now, say JB is that guy, somebody you can just dump it off to, and that boy take off to the house for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? That's going to unlock this offense.
It's
That's
a
going to
game
unlock this
changer.
offense.
That's why he's
To
the
a
X
certain point,
factor.
to a certain point, because look at okay, and y'all, I mean, come on, y'all done seen it, man. I keep telling y'all, ain't nothing new up under the sun. You seen uh, um Rico last year. Rico was explosive. You know what I'm saying? For the games that you seen Rico and explosive, okay, did with those games, complimentary football to Rico Dowdle. Bryce had some of his worst games. The games when the running back went off. Go back and look at it. The Miami game, Cowboy game, Green Bay game, the Jets game. Bryce Young didn't do nothing.
Well. The one thing I'm speaking to is Jonathan Brooks' ability to catch out the backfield. Coming out of college, he was real good at that. Now, if he can retain that ability, me personally, I think he can give you a little bit more than say Rico Dowdle can give you there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Mm.
once again, let's evaluate everything. We've been seeing this before, man. It's the NFL. It's copycat league.
Right.
We've seen this before, right? You say Saquon Barkley, one of the best to do it, right? The year before he
Mm-hmm.
got
Mm-hmm.
ready to get paid, right? They paid Daniel Jones, right? And they say
Mm.
Daniel
Mm-hmm.
Jones had a good year because you know, and Joe Shane, the GM says, well, I'm not going to pay a running back and just have a quarterback, you know what I'm saying, to check it out to. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Say that don't make sense. Like, who is elevating who? I got to have a quarterback in this league, this day and time, to carry the load, not a running back. Because see,
Right.
they can put 8 in the box and stop a damn running back. I hope y'all know that. Now he gonna
Yeah,
break
yeah.
one every now and again, but you can stop a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can slow him down. Yeah.
You can slow him down. Yeah, yeah. Slow him down tremendously. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
about I don't know about stop. I think you can kind of like
Yeah, you can
you can slow them
neutralize him.
down.
You can,
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. You can. It's easier to
You can
stop.
get yards in an 8-man box. It's
Yeah,
just not
yeah.
gonna be as it's just not gonna be those
It ain't gonna
explosive
be a home run
runs.
explosive. Yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right.
But
But I'm saying
okay.
like
think if I'm a quarterback and I'm on my shit that day and I'm stretching the ball, I'm throwing it all three levels of the
Yeah.
field, and it's harder to stop me, ain't it, than stop that running back.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's
You need
the
a
point
whole
I'm trying to make,
team.
Fred. That's all. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
You need a whole team to stop that.
Yeah. If that quarterback is on, if my cadence is on, and I'm getting you to jumping off sides, and I'm looking niggas off, if I'm just on it that day, you understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
rolling out, you know what I'm saying? Throwing cross body. You just it's hard. It's a long day for you to stop me versus you know what I'm saying,
Hey,
a running back just
hey,
getting hit.
hey, yo,
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on, go.
yeah.
Hey, yo, shout out Real in the Field. He said, I'm just here to show my dog Freddie some love, Zip. Sound like you and me agree on a lot. It ain't much for us to debate. Good shit, though. I like this Zip. Shout out my boy Real in the Field, bro. And if you guys are
Man, ain't
enjoying the
even nothing.
content, man, you guys enjoying the
Ain't
content,
even.
hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, share the live, and of course, jump in the cash out, man. You know, support the content. Let's make this show better, man. You feel me? You can continue those up. What you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, ain't nothing to debate. Real in the field. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to debate, cuz.
No. He said sound
I
like you and me agree a lot on a lot, you know.
I mean, but he know that though. You know, every time I get to talking to the nigga, I be breaking down. You know what I'm saying? I be breaking down exactly what I mean. I don't just be putting shit out there and not giving no context to it.
Exactly.
Right,
Long as you get
right,
context to anything
right.
that you say, if a person don't want to at least see, like what you say, if you say some shit about Bryce, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all,
yeah, yeah.
like I say,
hmm
everybody know what I said, you know what I'm saying, about this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can
Mm-hmm.
say, well, I see what you're saying. I mean, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to argue down till I'm dead out of
Right,
breath or anything about it, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like everything has some type of validity to it.
Everything has
Anything,
some type
Yeah.
everything,
of everything
everything.
has some type of context and
Yeah, everything.
like I mean everything has some type of context
Yeah,
or quantification when it
yeah.
comes to what you say.
Yeah,
Like,
Yep.
absolute shit has a purpose. You understand what I'm saying?
right,
I can
right.
go out there and fertilize some stuff with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
So I mean, come on, bro.
What's up, John to Rosia? Hey, Ray, he
That
said,
nigga there. That nigga
yeah,
there,
Johnson's
he be
stupid, bro.
killing me. Yeah,
Hey, shout
man.
out Johnson, man. Shout out
But yeah,
everybody who's
man.
supporting, man. You know, hey,
Man.
man, I've gotten, it's gotten more enjoyable. The more I do this YouTube thing, it's more enjoyable to me. I feel more, confident the more that I do it. And now that I
Oh,
have
you
my
will.
own thing.
Yeah, 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 you will. You'll start putting your little stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
you will.
you know. I'm starting from the
Yeah.
ground. I'm starting from the ground up. But my first two streams, I had little technical difficulties. But now that StreamYard's kind of gotten used to the flow and how I do things, I shouldn't have that problem anymore.
Yeah. That shit was fucking up the first few hours. I was like,
Yeah, it
damn.
was. Yeah, it was.
I
You
thought it
know,
was your Wi-Fi, but I was like, shit, you know.
no,
And then,
no, it was StreamYard. No, no, no. It was StreamYard. Just
Yeah, StreamYard does that sometimes. Sometimes then
you know,
it's got the everything after a while. See, like the devices you using.
right.
They have to sink in, you know what I'm saying? So after a while
Yeah,
they'll sink in like they supposed to.
right,
And then
right, right.
sometime when they update the program, update the app or something like that,
Yeah,
it'll get wonky again and so yeah,
right,
it's
right,
streaming.
right. So,
Cause
so I
I
mean,
never could get I was supposed to have 15 people to be on my panel, but I never could get it to work. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
So I
nah.
said fuck that.
It cuts
We
off
went down
at
to 10. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it cuts off with 10 at the panel, but there can be 5 in your backstage. Is
But you can pay for 15 to be on your screen. You know what I'm saying? If you pay for
That's
the package.
insane.
Yeah. But on my mobile, I had to have more RAM. You see,
Right.
my mobile, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you couldn't get it to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Oh, you stream
So
from your phone, Go? Or you stream for like
no, I use a pad and
Oh,
I got a big package pad, but you know what I'm saying? I still couldn't get it to work. It must, most stuff is laptop. Like you
yeah, yeah,
can't share
yeah.
the screen unless you're on a laptop. Anyway,
Right,
so
right, right, right,
if it
right.
wasn't
Like I'm
laptop, so
streaming from my
it
phone,
was
like the
yeah, it
first few
wasn't gonna work
streams
like
are
that.
gonna be on my phone until I can get my laptop.
Yeah, get you like a 62 gig pad, and you can work with a pad.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they got some
Yeah,
Samsung. I mean Apple. They got some big RAM pads.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm on the road. I'm grinding to that.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
because I've been grinding lately, man. The content doing good, things like that. I appreciate you showing up, man, because you've been doing this content shit for a long time. So I just appreciate the
yeah,
support on my
yeah.
platform too.
Well, I'm getting ready to ease off on you, Fred. Like I said, I just keep my eyes on you so I can get my money. That's all. I don't like you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh
I just
God.
keep my eyes on you so I can get my money, bro. You feel me?
Hey, that's the real shit, boy.
Hey, that's real.
God, God.
Hey, that's real.
All right,
Hey,
all right,
but
now,
you
man.
know,
I fuck with you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
all right,
good.
go.
I go.
All
But you,
right,
hey,
bet.
hey,
I holler back.
I
hey, you know, Goat fuck with you though, because if he
Oh
don't
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
with you, he wouldn't have sat there and talked to you and all that there.
Right,
You
right.
know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have sat there and
Yeah,
talked to you like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure. You know, I enjoy I enjoy doing this shit, man. It just, as I said again, hashtag rookie of the year. You know that. You already know. I ain't been doing this YouTube thing I ain't even been doing it a year yet, Zip. And I feel like I'm ahead of the game when it comes to people.
Well, you definitely ahead of the game in terms of the knowledge. You know, you just need time. You just need time with this YouTube shit now, bro. I know you
Yeah,
feel like it's just so much shit that you want to cover. You take your
yeah,
time and get to it all. Still, write you a little transcript, and start checking shit off. I covered this. And even if there are
yeah.
topics that you want to obviously revisit and stuff like that, man,
Right.
you got content forever, my boy.
Yeah, and the season's almost here, and the content gonna be flowing. It's gonna be flowing in, and good or bad. I go live probably after games and things like that. Talk about the games, have people up here, get their thoughts, their opinions, because you know that it's gonna get hectic. Wins, losses, it's gonna get hectic, and we gonna be at each other's throats again until the season's over. So,
Man, I want to beat them Chicago Bears week 1. I know that's a tough
oh
opponent,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I think we
I do
match up
too.
well. I
I
think
want
we
to beat them
match up
too.
well against them. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I think that's a team that we could beat. I'm not saying it's gonna be
Yeah.
easy, but you know,
Nah.
we could beat them. We could beat them.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, we just grinding. And again, I appreciate everybody who's showing support. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. And of course, hit the cash app. We on the road and we grinding, man. But this is the business at the end of the day. This my business, putting my stamp on it, man. Shout out Real in the Field, man. That's
Yeah,
my boy.
man,
That's my dog.
real in the field, hit the link, man. Come up here and kick it with us.
Oh man.
You know
You
what
know,
I'm saying?
I just can't wait for the season, bro. The season's almost here, and we gonna truly put all this. We gonna truly. The Civil War will finally be over, good or bad. It'll be over.
Yeah, it is gonna feel good. Like this season, it's gonna feel like a big burden lifted off our you know what I'm saying?
Off the shoulders.
Off our chest, right? Off our shoulders,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because at the end of the season, everybody will probably everybody be on the same page, either good or bad. Hey man, real you straight man, man. Enjoy your blessing, dog. That's a blessing right there, bro. Enjoy that for sure.
Y'all enjoy yourselves, man. Y'all enjoy
Yeah, man.
yourselves, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh that's used up.
Oh,
I guess I'm
hold on,
sure.
right quick. I gotta get this phone call. Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You good, you good. But yeah, man. Um, appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate the support. Again, as I said, we grinding right now. The season's almost here. The season's almost here. And we pray that everybody can stay healthy because that's really the name of the game. Depth being tested early when it comes to Carolina. And I just can't wait for this season. A lot of new things, a lot of people. based off injury, a lot of things there's to be excited for. Can this team take the next step into being a playoff team, or will we be stuck, or will we be stuck in the same boat like we were last season? Now I've got expectations. I know a lot of people does too. All the oh man, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. And this is the great schedule. This is a great schedule. Praying everybody stays healthy, man. Everybody, relatively, because Carolina has two season-ending injuries so far, so don't need any more of those. Everybody stay healthy. We get to the season and we enjoy the season. I hate that the off season is so long. That's just annoying. I hate that, but I enjoy talking about it and my stance and things like that. Oh shit. Olave just got paid 4 years, 132 million. Damn. How much a year is that, official? That's crazy. Tech gonna run up. I mean, Tech gonna get way more than that. Oh yeah, Tech gonna get way more than that whenever it's time for when it's time for him to get paid. He gonna get way more than that, man. It's not even close. That dude is gonna get paid. That dude is gonna get paid to the fullest, man. That was 4 years, 132 million. How much? How much a year is that, official? Yeah, whenever Tech get paid, I mean, good God, 33. Okay. Yeah. 33. All right, so he got paid 33. Wow. Oh yeah, Ted. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Whenever Ted gets paid, it's up to 132. So ain't got the full details. Okay. Damn. So 33 mil a year. That's crazy. Well, there you go. Well, he's paid. Mm. Shout out. Shout out to someone getting the bag. That's insane. Oh yeah, Tech gonna get whenever Tech get his, he gonna get paid. He gonna get paid. Just can't wait for the season, man. We've got we've got a lot of things to get through, and the schedule is the schedule is more difficult, is a little more challenging, but this is what you live for. This is what you want. You want to play the best of the best. Because I believe that this team has the talent to compete. Now it's the question on, can they put it all together? That's the main question. Can they put it all together? Shout out to Official for the update. Appreciate that one, Official. And shout out to everybody, man. Training camp is here. The season is almost here. We've got another 6 weeks to the season. Got another 6 weeks because August is Saturday. So yeah, we got another 6 weeks to the season. Season's almost here. And everybody needs to stay healthy. Everybody needs to stay healthy, man. Health is the name of the game. You gotta stay healthy. The best ability is availability. 90 mil guarantee. God damn. 90 million guaranteed is crazy. 90 mil guaranteed, man. Shout out everybody giving me the updates in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the cash app if you want to see this channel. If you want to help me make this channel better, we grinding right now. Support the content, man. I love doing this, and I know the support gonna follow, man. Just putting my stamp on this shit. Something I enjoy doing, and I'm not gonna stop. Appreciate everybody who's shown love lately. Everybody who supported on my panel and in the chat, the cash app, everything. Liked, commented, subscribed. We on the road to 100 subs. Then the next milestone is 200, and we gonna keep working. Gonna keep working, man. That is insane though. 90 million for a receiver. Wow, that's crazy. Let's hit again. Let's hit again. Yeah, that's crazy money for real. Just appreciate everything, man. Season's almost here. I think Carolina's got the talent to bang with anybody, and it's gonna be a good season. And my expectations are high for the offense and the defense, especially the quarterback that everybody wants to, which is what we have the most conversation and really different different opinions on. But I just want to win. Fuck the other shit. I just want to win. So that whole shit about losing just to get a quarterback, nah. I want to win with what we have right now. So I want him to succeed. Don't want him to fail. Definitely don't want him to fail. Damn, Olave got the bag. Yes, sir. He damn sure did. He damn sure did, man. We need You guys do need to pay Bijan. You guys do need to pay Bijan, man. Need to pay Bijan. I need to pay Bijan ASAP. Man, yeah, I'm surprised y'all didn't pay him first. Very surprised y'all didn't pay him first, man. Y'all definitely need to pay him first. Like we said, injuries is part of the game, but it's next man up mentality, man. It's next man up, and you guys know that next man up means that you got to step up. You get paid millions of dollars. You got to do your job. Now is the time and the question on who's gonna step up and can all the young guys take another step and another leap, especially the quarterback. If you guys did enjoy, if you guys did enjoy this episode of the Ville Kids Show, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the Cash App if you guys enjoyed. The Cash App is at the bottom of the ticker. Let me know. So, because we grinding, we on the road to 100 subs. If you're new around here, please subscribe. I had a lot of fun doing this episode, and more episodes on the way. But for now, this is the end of the Vil Kid Show. Peace.